You guys are weird.
I popped my shoulder out when I pulled it.
Finger pointing.
Too aggressive. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mimic Loaf, the channel of chaotic stupidity. Yes, coining that one. As most of you probably already realized, for those that are watching, our resident insect boy is not here. He decided he had better things to do than hang out with his friends.
Ooh, that's it. He's out of the party.
Yeah, that's it. Kicked out.
He dies
Kicked out.
tonight.
Yeah, he just died of old age.
No, we're gonna feed him.
Chose the girlfriend
while we
over the friend.
As it's your turn to eat him.
Like a true zombie character. Throw him to the wolves and then run.
So tonight I will be doing my best Charpok impersonation for roleplay. However, he will be taking a bit of a backseat comparatively to the rest of the group.
John's suddenly super interested in knowing what Charpok has to say.
Yeah. I'll just ramble for like 20 minutes about my back or my hip or something. Another quick note, we'll be doing some extra streams within the next like month or so as we make our way to affiliate. Woo, go us.
Yay.
We're kind of in talks about what we're doing, so we haven't really nailed anything yet. Just look for that live notification, hit the subscribe and the
That was amazing. That was flawless.
flawless, absolutely flawless. You know, spoken like a real god. I think that's about it. Other than obviously the sponsor of the show being Stabby Joe & Co., makers of fine clothing and fine designs, also NFTs and other things. Yeah. So without further ado, I guess.
Writing a script.
What? Start writing
Writing
a script. Yeah, please, please. If it means I'm not rambling for like 5 minutes.
Gonna start doing a Sam Riegel and
Shadow Legends.
Yeah, so without further ado, I guess we get into it. Recap.
All right. Whew. It was a spicy session last session. So let's see what the recap holds for us. So the session began with the party fleeing from the burning remains of the malevolent traveler and seeking refuge at Poco Arctis. After convincing Poco and Arctis to hide us from any snooping guards, the party waited in Poncho's room while the heat, get it, died down. Zil managed to overhear a discussion between Poco and Arctis and a couple of patrolling guards who were asking questions. The guards were clearly on the lookout for whoever caused the fire, but Poco and Arctis covered for the party. As soon as the guards left, the party went down to discuss their options for escaping the city. Arctis informed Charpok of Smuggler's Pass, a cave that led inside the gates of Mesaville. To reach the entrance, however, the party would have to leave the front gate and head halfway across the main bridge into town. As the party approached the gate, they found that the gate was heavily guarded and nearly everyone was trying to leave. Guili transformed themselves into a cat and charmed their way across the bridge while using a sneaky... Is it phase step? Is your ability? Sneaky phase step to blink across. John managed to fool the guards with his holy man shtick, while Charpok, Venos, Ali, Azoth, and Sol managed to make their way across the bridge in the confusion caused by a combination of Sol and Azoth riling up the crowd and Sol creating a fake fire behind the mob.
Fake Maya.
Fake Maya. In the following confusion, Zil crossed the bridge by casting calm emotions on some rioting townsfolk and guards, allowing him to safely walk through them. The party all managed to find the entrance to Smuggler's Pass and descended into the darkness. The party found themselves in a sprawling cave system. The deeper the party went, the more sounds and smells could be detected by the party members. Upon entering one of the chambers, the party was set upon by 3 dog-like creatures. It was 3, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was 3.
3 dog-like creatures dwelling in the caves.
It was a big sigh.
Joy.
Took an aggressive side to me.
Sorry.
After a gut-wrenching session of combat with Azoth almost dying, the party defeated the creatures and started to think about how they were going to get out of here. So, recap over. End scene.
And excellent. Stage left. Yeah. So with that, let's start with a little bit of housekeeping. First off, John, I believe you were carving those plates.
Yeah, after realizing how heavy they were, I had left them down. But since I have the spotlight, I am going to get a handful of my darts because we know that there's creatures coming from a direction. And since we were going to have a short rest, I'm going to get my darts and I'm going to walk into the opening and I'm going to set the darts up in the ground facing up so that if they were to walk into us, they may step on them and it will alert us of their presence.
Like caltrops.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Awesome. Yeah, make me just a survival check to see to set the trap.
Survival. That is a 17.
17. Awesome. Yeah, you set up the trap. I'm assuming you were doing it on the south?
Yes, so that's because I remember we thought that they were coming from that specific direction. So I'm just going to go where the cavern kind of tunnels in and go roughly in the middle of it and just set them out, spacing them.
Yep.
Within like the 10 feet side by side.
Cool. Awesome. So as you guys kind of begin to bed down for a short rest, like sitting down, finding comfortable rocks to sit on, clearing patches, does anybody want to do anything in particular?
Yes.
Rest.
Yes. Ali?
I would like to just start chucking stuff out of my bag. This shit's heavy.
Just like throwing shit everywhere,
Yeah.
making a lot of noise.
No.
No.
Stealthily throwing things everywhere.
Like pulling it out and gently placing
it around, like an arc around myself.
Yeah,
Just
nice.
random tools that I don't need.
Cool. Zil, you had your hand up.
I just wanted to say that I will not be short resting. I will be keeping my guard up. I want to be highly alert. I want to be, I want to be on my A game, looking out for anything coming from anywhere.
Cool.
So-
Likewise.
Make a perception check then, if I can ask for one.
Can I give him
where's my-
advantage?
You definitely can.
Okay, perception. Where are you? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, advantage, yeah. So, okay. So I rolled a 17 plus 5, so 22 for perception.
22. Cool. We'll get back to that. Azoth?
Your boy's still looking very rough. So, Azoth will just ask, does anybody have any form of healing or anything that can help?
Yes, I have a healing potion.
I also have a healing potion.
I show you the healing potion.
Healing potion.
I show you the healing potion. And I go, yes, I have a healing potion, and then immediately put it back in my backpack.
I will give
You
you
can-
mine.
You can have my healing potion. I'm not
Oh,
going to use
here's
it.
them.
It is I believe it's just a standard healing potion. 2d4 plus 2. It restores
Okay.
hit points.
You can
Thank
down
you.
that if you would
No
like.
worries. I'm going to get rid of it from my backpack.
Ooh,
Bring up some more space. Yippee!
yippee!
Sorry,
I will-
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Sick. Thank you.
Um,
Can't have our bodyguard going down either, and I'll
Exactly.
throw you. I'll throw you my potion of healing as well.
I used your one.
Oh, you used my one?
Yeah, to
Oh,
bring
yes.
me back up.
Okay.
And went down.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
Everyone's just
Amazing.
pouring their healing potions down Azor's mouth, like chug, 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 chug.
I was
Um,
thinking more like champagne, like shaking the bottle, and it's just like
Yep.
pouring all over him.
Vi is just like collapsed over in a corner, just like, oh, that was interesting. Over that like that.
Nice.
Gwilly, is it if you have the capabilities at the moment, could you maybe procure some good berries? Maybe each person having one could save us from a dire situation, just like with Astral.
I'm a wolf. I can't talk. I can't talk and I can't cast spells.
Were we?
Pretty sure the dog has some in her backpack for some reason.
But she doesn't have a backpack on her because it forms into her wild shape.
I start digging around in Gwilly's fur. I'm like, where are these good berries? You've got to be here somewhere.
Just, cough up some good berries.
Yeah, just take it off the tongue and just
Stop stuff in my pocket for later.
Stop.
Bear that for later.
Cool. So you're all just resting for a bit. Zil, you do begin to hear footsteps echoing through the chamber from the south. They are slow footsteps, like one after the other, like almost as if something's walking towards you.
They're coming from the south, which is where John set the spike trap, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay. All right. I will just relay this information to everyone in the party. Just make them aware that there are some things coming down the south hallway, and that is the only exit from this room, isn't it?
No, there is one.
The way we came.
Yeah, there is a chamber.
Which is the south.
Yeah, south. So there's south, and then there's also southeast.
Oh, okay, right.
Southeast is the way that you came.
Okay.
We wanted to head to the north.
I would like to lie down in front of the entrance and have a big sniff/listen.
Cool. Make a perception check.
How big? And I get advantage because I'm a wolf.
I'll do you down.
Awoo.
Awoo.
18.
18. You begin to start smelling that damp, wet dog kind of smell. To begin with, you're a little bit unsure whether or not that's just you, but then you realize it's somebody else.
How much of the... Oh, they can burrow, can't they?
They can.
If it's those
How
things.
long has passed?
It's probably only been 5-10 minutes since
We
you
need
guys...
to get the fuck. I'm sorry, guys, but we need to get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry for anyone who wanted a short rest, but we can't.
What about if we go backwards?
I already took my healing dice for a short rest, so we're taking a whole ass short rest.
Okay.
10 minutes? Am I hearing 10 minutes from that we've been here? Needed?
Yes,
I can
correct.
Take my short rest.
Okay, well,
think you have to
I'm
not.
gonna remain very...
I will have to not.
Well, do they sound like they're more than 5 minutes away?
Well, they're getting close. The way that the echoes are shooting through the chamber, it's very hard to tell exactly where they are, but they are definitely... It's definitely getting louder.
If Jill could hear them making soft footsteps, then maybe they are closer than we assume.
Yeah, that's true. Smart.
Standing at the entrance to the hallway, can I see anything down the hallway?
Make a perception check.
That was a nat 1 for 3.
No. So you see to your 120 feet. As you peer through the 120 feet, it just begins to disappear into the abyss.
Well, I'm going to pass on that they're at least not 120 feet close to us.
How's everyone?
Hey.
How's everyone looking?
I've got 8 whole health.
I'm
on
looking
12.
I'm looking spicy without this short rest.
I'm just going to quickly butt in and say thanks, Yak Attack 01 for the follow. Really helps. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Yes.
I got a big fat 2.
Wow.
2 health.
She needs
I'm-
That's
I'm
why
looking
Vi's collapsed
fine.
in the corner.
I did not take any damage, so I'm on full health. Hence why I was like,
You lucky prince.
I'll go over to Vi then, and I'll Here, do you want to drink this?
Drinks.
What is it? What?
It drinks the potion.
What is it? Is
It
it
drinks
the?
the potion in
Is
its
it the
mouth.
feeling? Don't you do that?
No, I'm fine.
But
Can't
you
touch
might-
me. I'm invincible.
well.
It's just a potion of healing.
So that's 4 plus 4, yes.
2d4 plus 2.
Well, thank you. Are you sure you don't need it later?
I'll find out later. But you need it right now, so.
Thank
just
you.
for argument's sake, where the group is standing, I'm just going to stand
Thank you.
that south side,
Yeah.
close to the group because I can't actually see.
I should probably unpause so you can move your tokens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is the entrance is? Oh shit!
The entrance is just
It's-
here.
I'm on 8. Thank you.
I forgot how to use this thing.
I think at the very least we should hide. If we're gonna... Because, so there's a... I'm just gonna pass on that there's a big rocky structure at the
Yep.
back of the wall. In the back wall, and at the very least we can hide back there.
Jesus.
What
What
did you just
happened
do?
Sam's trashing the place.
Nothing's falling off the walls.
Is there a reason why I can't move myself?
No.
Dog.
Are you in
Walker's
ruler?
dog.
No.
It looks like somebody's in ruler because they're drawing circles.
No. Actually,
Oh,
just can't
what
move as
absolute
dog.
clown? What absolute clown's drawing circles?
I could move when I had the other computer.
Where do you want to
I'm too
move?
blind for this.
I want to be in front of the entrance, between the party and the entrance.
Like there-ish?
Yeah, if that's the way we're going.
Cool.
So we're going to go towards the noises of things coming to us then?
No.
Well,
no,
are they coming
baby.
from... Is there any way for us to tell whether they are coming from the south or the southeast?
Due to Zill's great perception check, they are coming from the south.
Zill, do you know around about how far away they are, and if we'll make it to the fork before they get to us? Because if they make it to the fork, we can go southeast,
Do we know there's a fork?
because we know they're to the south.
Well, the southeast is in the chamber.
Is it?
No,
Yeah,
so
it's just
southeast leads to
It's a
another
fork.
thing. Southeast is where you guys came from.
Okay, never mind.
And south is realistically where we need to be going. Fuck.
I guess I'm just gonna get bored and start walking down the corridor.
I would like to quickly remind everybody of the chamber that was previously, because I feel like Sol would probably remember, if anyone. So the chamber that you guys came from had 2 exits as well. One to the north. One to the northeast, and then the other one to the northwest. You guys took the northwest chamber to get into this one.
We go back the way we came and go northeast. Yeah, we all in agreement. Okay.
People are still wanting to take a short rest, I believe. Or are we ditching that idea? And
We're ditching that idea.
I think we
do not
ditch
have
that idea and move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. So, yeah.
Still,
Yes, Azoth?
I'm gonna try to crawl on top of Gwili. They're still in wolf form, and see if I
I
can
am.
rest and
You
nap
can.
on the travel, if possible.
I'll
Cool.
just see there trying to push him. Go.
I am
step up.
amiable.
Cool. Are you guys just heading in that direction? Are you being stealthy? Like, what are you doing?
We should not.
We are
Run,
being stealthy and we are listening real hard.
If
Okay.
we're being stalked, I think we should walk, not sneak, just to try and keep the distance between us.
Yep. Cool. I'll get a group stealth check if I can, please.
oh no.
Elf.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Deal.
I will veto Azoth's roll because he is technically not moving.
Thank God.
That's very generous considering what I just rolled.
Yeah, considering he is lying on
Dog.
dog.
Really?
Yeah, on big
I got a
dog.
15, by the way.
Nice. Sol,
18.
Harley.
23.
Just out of curiosity's sake, Azoth, what did you get?
7.
Nice. And then 15, John.
14.
14, Venos.
15.
15, Vi.
Same.
Awesome, and Zil.
18, baby.
18.
You guys so loud.
Cool. So you guys all sneak back into this other chamber. It's just your standard rock chamber. It's very dark in here. So for those that don't have light, I'm assuming you guys snuff the light that's in this room.
Yes, yeah. So when we went to fight, I believe we went to fight them. I believe I extinguished my casting of light. However, on the way in, I'm going to recast it on I'm gonna recast it. I'm assuming I'm wearing like a cloak of some sort, like a traveling cloak, I guess. I'm gonna recast it on my my bow tie that I'm wearing, because obviously I'm wearing a bow tie because I'm a fancy boy. I'm gonna recast it on my bow tie, and I'm gonna kind of like have my cloak around it so it points forward, but like not backwards. So like anything coming from that back chamber wouldn't really be able to see the light very well if I kind of have it like.
Okay, awesome.
Like a torch.
Like a hooded lantern.
Cool.
I am listening really hard.
I'll just run it off the same perception check. You hear the footsteps stop for a bit, and then you begin to hear the sound of like gnawing on something.
Good. The dead bodies of their fallen compatriots have distracted them for the time being. Let us make haste.
Lol, idiots.
Rookie error.
In this chamber, you have 2 directions. Like I said, you've got northeast or south. South is where you came from.
North and northeast. Let's go. Let's do it. Fuck it. I'm not fucking around.
You can use to
I'm not waiting around.
temporarily block the passageway we just came from.
Are you asking me that question?
Yeah.
Or?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. DM.
Well, there's a whole bunch of rocks, like loose rocks, but there's nothing big enough to block the whole tunnel.
I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of the party members need to get rid of some excess weight from their backpack. We just all pile it up in front of it. We pile up in front of
my backpack right now.
Cool.
Let's just head on. I reckon northeast. Yes.
So you begin heading northeast. You follow this long, thin cave that seems to slightly taper down. Those that are taller than 6 feet have to begin to start to duck a little bit until you eventually.
How tall is the dire wolf?
I don't think you have to duck. No, because I don't think it's 6. I don't think it's taller
Yeah,
than
I think
6
it's just
foot.
like
like
a little. Yeah.
And if not, you can do like that little scoot that they do, where it's like paws flat on the floor.
Trying to sneak to get some food.
You eventually get to what looks it's a wall, a flat wall of metal. It looks like the other side of a door.
Is there an opening, or can I see like hinges on the side, or can I see like a crack in the middle where the door would open?
It doesn't look. It's very unassuming for a door, if that makes sense.
There's no handles of any kind.
No, there is no handles.
Can I push the door?
You definitely can. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution save. No, I'm kidding.
I was like,
poison.
I was like, Zill's fucking dead, guys.
So you begin to push the door, and it gives a little bit, and creaks.
Look at the party. I'm like, ooh,
I would like
shit.
to give
Giving him assistance. I'm just walking up and like, we need to move.
Cool.
No, everyone's just watching this fucking.
I'm having a big sniff. I'm
this
sniffing
foppish prince.
fuck out of this door.
Everyone's watching this foppish prince like run up against this door, trying to push it open. Like,
I'm still smelling.
Hobo helping.
You eventually push the door open. It folds like kind of like in half, and it creaks throughout the chamber that you're in, and even echoes through the tunnels behind you.
Oh no.
You are now in a small square room, very similar to the one that you guys took the ladder down to. And you do see on the opposite wall, inset into the wall, is a stone ladder that heads up.
Ladder
What a rude stat dressing.
Just
What?
as an aside, before
What do you mean?
I forget, because I had to look it up because I had to know. Direwolves are 9 feet long and 5 feet tall.
There you
Do
go.
wolves climb ladders?
No.
They don't have opposable thumbs.
I'm just imagining
Sol is going to shut the door behind us, by the way.
How are
Yeah.
direwolves almost as tall as me in real life?
I'm imagining bad video game
They are
graphics.
huge.
Gwilly kind of goes to the wall and then just goes completely vertical and then starts moving up.
No. Ladder? Hog.
Yeah. But it's doing
What
the
if I
walking
roll for it
animation.
and you give me like a really high target?
Sure.
What's
Make
your
an
really high
acrobatics
target?
check.
Big old
I might
DC
get
save.
off at this point. I might take my way off the climbing wall.
1 second. I think it's 18, but I gotta check with
Not high enough. Zill, what's up?
I just wanted to say to Sol, I was like, vis-a-vis our conversation we had earlier, would you be able to potentially maybe just do it like a spot weld of the door to kind of seal it against any kind of force that would run up against it?
I do believe that other people tend to use this path. I would not like them to see the fate of animals.
I believe I can seal it enough to dissuade the animals, but people will still be able to open it.
Perfect. That's what
I'll
we
just
need.
heat up the hinges with my produce flame until they seize up a little bit, but enough that you could reef it open if you tried hard enough.
Yeah, cool. You spend a couple minutes doing that. What are the rest of you guys doing in this small chamber?
I am climbing that ladder
Would
and getting it the
Been
fuck out of here.
15 minutes for Azoth's short rest.
No, because the short rest is an hour.
I'm
What?
standing with Sol.
Yeah, short rest is an hour.
Yeah. I'm hanging by Sol to
Yeah.
just
Can I
kind of
just-
defend them. I've got full health.
I'm just going along, popping.
Cool. Venos, as you begin to climb the ladder, you notice the top looks to be sealed by some kind of stone surface of some degree.
Can I try and stick my short sword in? Oh, dagger. I've got a dagger. Can I try and stick a dagger in there to pry it?
Yeah. Make a athletics check for me. Sol, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I just want to do a quick look around the room to see if there's anything that looks sus before I go up the ladder.
Yeah, perception or investigation, depending on. Are you just
Our
looking,
entire
or are you
party.
going through?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go through.
Okay.
I'm imagining it's going to take a while for 8 people to go up a ladder.
Yeah, investigation then.
Assistant.
No, I want perception.
Nobody assisted me, and because of that, I rolled a nat 1, and I have -1 for a grand total of 0.
Cool. So you wedge your dagger in, and you begin to pry it, and the lid seems to lift a little bit, but it gives way too fast, and you begin to fall down this ladder
I'll try to catch
chamber.
Let's try to climb it.
Make a dexterity saving throw, please, Azor.
Saving
I
throw.
got a
Saving
natural
throw.
20 on the investigation, by the way.
Damn.
15.
15, easy. You quickly snap into action, seeing him fall, and you manage to catch him at the bottom. He does not
thank
take
you.
any damage.
Thank you. Oh my god. I'm just gonna flop onto the ground to sit face down for a
Azotha's
minute.
bleeding from 3 separate holes on his body, and he still manages to save Venos's life.
I'm gonna give him a little tap on the
Okay.
head while he's laying there, just it's okay, and I'll start trying
I'm
to climb the ladder.
sorry for being so useless.
Sol, giving this room the once over, it's almost as if you're some kind of computer. You sit there and you just just full scanning this area. You don't find anything of note or out of the whack at all. You do, however, notice the one thing you do notice that's out of whack is on the wall with the door on it, just slightly to the on the right hand wall next to it. There looks to be a stone that is a slightly different color.
Ooh.
Can I give the room a
Poke it.
sniff while it's still a dog?
When you poke it, it explodes. It shifts slightly, almost as if it's loose in the work.
Can I try and like pull it out?
Yeah, you easily pull it out, and there's a small
Nicolas
baggie
Cage.
behind there.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take that baggie. I don't know what it does.
Cool.
I know. what
So,
it does.
so begins the adventures
Can
of
I ask
what
if
is it?
it weighs a pound or less?
It's full of coin.
Hey.
Seeing
How
the
many
coins, Zill
coins?
snaps into action.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
then
watching
fuck
him.
you.
There's 30 gold pieces in
Maggie?
it.
Hey.
Where is he putting that? Where are you putting that? So?
Coin trick.
Within my copious layers of leather and fur.
He just
In the
opens
old
up his
prison
jaw.
wallet.
Zill,
My head just shifts right back, and I'm just like,
He's got a
Full
slot at the
bender.
back of his head that's like a money, a coin
Yeah,
case.
I was thinking like disadvantage for every stealth check from now on, because every single time you take a step, it's like change. So Azoth, you said you started climbing the thing, correct?
Yeah.
Sweet. You get to the top, and there's that stone, like this stone thing closing off the gap.
I'm gonna put 1 foot on one step and let the 1 foot on like the next one up, and try to go as high as I can to almost try to squat at an angle to see if I can like press it up.
Cool. Yep.
If I don't have room to grow and I pop that feature, I don't grow, but I still get advantage. So I'm gonna like get all like the runes and the stuff that would normally make me grow tall, but also the same size, and just see if I can use that momentum to yeet it.
Cool. Athletics.
Yeah.
Is everyone distracted while this is happening?
I'm
I would
watching in
believe
awe.
most of you are just watching him climb.
I'm
Okay.
supporting the door.
Laying face down.
I'm
Yeah,
just kind of looking around,
I'm having a sniff by the door.
but not actively doing
Okay.
anything because I is worried.
Okay. What just happened?
Azoth, what did you get?
24.
Yeah, easily. The plate shifts off, and falls to one side and like completely disappears from view. You now see another chamber above.
Do I hear
Canal.
anything?
Make a perception check.
A natural 20.
Hey.
23.
You hear the soft murmurings of people and footsteps.
Like really close? Or...
No.
Okay. Alright, cool. I'll
We can take people. It's fine.
I'll relay that to the party and just like.
Can we in our state?
Cool.
I don't think so.
Yes, Ali.
While everyone was, not everyone, but at least Sol, hopefully, was distracted watching Azoth, I want to go around and try and sneaky grab the
Yep.
pouch with the coins.
Sleight of hand, and Azoth, I'm going to give you a perception.
Azza.
So,
Not Azoth, Sol. Sorry. I don't know why I said Azoth.
Second. Okay. Mine was an 18. What was yours?
17.
Oh. Okay, so
thank you.
Sol, as you go to put you put the bag away, and then the second you do, you hear that stone thing shift that Azoth moves, and it slides off, and you kind of makes a little bit of a ruckus, which makes you look up at your friend that's currently climbing the ladder, and it just so happens to be just enough for Ali to take the bag.
Oh,
You're
How
so
much?
lucky
How
I
much?
didn't specify, because I was going to say that I put it inside the top of my
That's
jacket,
what I was asking.
but I didn't.
I needed that
How
money.
much gold is in there?
30 gold
30.
pieces.
Only 2 people know how much gold is in there right now. And
Yeah, me and Ollie.
Yeah. Ali
Um,
can tell just by picking it up. She's like, yeah, it's 30 pieces of gold.
yeah, it's about 30.
She's like,
Hey, Death Note Zero. It's in the chat.
Hello, Death.
Yay.
I like your little
Um,
dinosaur badge.
That's pretty cool.
That's
So
pretty
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Azoth, as you start moving out of this chamber, you find yourself. You kind of like poke your head out and look around. You seem to be climbing out of a sarcophagus, and you see other. You find yourself in a crypt of some description. With an exit way towards the way you're facing.
Like lifting myself up. This is fun. Everything's fun. This is fun. This is fun, everyone. It's okay.
And one by one, you all make it to the top and find yourselves in the Rockslide Crypt, the Rockslide Cemetery.
Because we are going to the cemetery. Oh my god, I've never been so happy to see the dead.
Can I take you forgetting to tell me I can't climb it as a dog as me climbing it as a dog? Or
No,
are you
no.
just...
You need to.
Everybody
I
except
cannot be safe.
We all turn around as we reach the top. We all turn around and look down to see Gweely just looking at us. And we're like,
She's just howling.
see ya, and we just slide the thing close.
Gwilly ends up in the chamber forever. You're now in Rockslide Cemetery.
Nice.
You easily find your way out of Rockslide Cemetery. You begin to
John wanted to
see.
say something.
Oh,
for a
yeah?
long
That's
time.
okay. He's just letting us out. So
Sorry.
I was going to be like, nah,
Okay.
you let us out. So
No, what's up, John?
Okay.
What's up?
No, I was
No.
going to be, considering we may be in a location of importance, maybe I could act as a guide, as a priest, and escort you in and out of the crypt, so to say.
I mean, that sounds smart.
Yeah.
But he let us anyway.
I like
so
that.
Yeah, following
Whatever.
John, you lead your way. He leads your way
We all walk
outside,
up,
yeah.
heads down, muttering prayer.
hitting your head on a book.
Yeah.
Yes, Hartley.
I'd like to go up to Azoth and be like, "That was really good work getting us out. Here's one gold for your hard work."
Whoa.
The soul recognizes the pouch. He's like,
Wait a minute.
I just have a single gold coin now, and it's for your hard work and your good job. Here you go.
That's perfect. It will go towards my hoard. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm gonna turn around to
I
the
love
soul and be
that.
like, "For you to keep quiet, here's 2.
I'm not taking it.
I will keep your 2 because you're being weird about it. These are mine now."
you
But
turn
what
to
if,
see Zil like,
What did you do to help me? Why do you deserve these?
I was only joking.
Oh,
Zil
sure.
did, that's obviously not in Zil's character.
I
Come
think
on,
Zil
really.
will do that.
I don't have to steal money. I earn all my money
Okay.
through
Legitimate
Tax
business
I was gonna say
connections.
I earn all my money through wage theft. Thank you very much.
So
Cool.
taxes.
Same, really.
So you guys exit into Mesaville from the south. You are now in the main city of Mesaville. You begin to see blah 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 blah. Sorry. In this section of the city, the buildings are not as broken down and derelict as the ones that were in the other section. The streets are full of people, children running around without a care in the world. Every once in a while, you guys notice like a patrol of guards just kind of move through the city, through the main streets.
Do any of them recognize us?
They do not. Well, at least they don't seem to.
Cool.
As we're walking, Sol excitedly goes to share with Azoth that he found a patch of gold and realizes he doesn't have a patch of gold now
Oh no, that's so sad.
and gets sad.
Weeble.
Do I see it?
Sure, you see it. You guys aren't being...
I would like to move to the northwest to that thing that has the little palm tree on top. I see the palm tree and I'm like, my people, relaxation.
Cool. As you guys, I guess Venos just kind of heads off, beginning to head towards
Bye.
this building. I'm assuming the rest of you
I'm
follow.
heading to that building.
Sure.
Cool. You guys eventually get to a what looks to be a well-kept tavern. The building is adorned in red velvet, complemented with a dark wood design and gold accents.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Red velvet outside. God, that is it all
Oof.
moldy and
Touch
gross?
Yeah.
Touch the very wall.
Above the door entryway, you see like a little hanging sign that has a picture of like a cup, and it says the Golden Flagon. Sorry, the Gilded Flagon. My bad.
Flagon.
Gilded flagon. I reckon the gilded flagon would serve a very nice pint. I step
go.
inside,
Cool.
I'm
looking
heading
for a
in,
nice,
straight in.
refreshing pint of ale.
As you step inside, you see you see people shouting, people knocking back drinks. Building is very well kept on the inside. Like you could run your hand against any surface in here, and there would be not one speck of dust.
There is now.
Well, now there is, yeah.
Dirt and blood and
corpse
fucking.
You look around and see some people being like a large majority are sailors of some description, like all adorned in like some in tattered clothing, some in pretty fine wearing clothing. You see a couple of captains' outfits throughout the tavern. Yeah, and you guys can step inside and you head up to the bar. At the bar, currently, you see a Dragonborn, a red Dragonborn, currently pouring a drink for another patron. And he kind of like looks to you and is like, "What can I get you?"
How much is it for your best room, please?
Well, about 2 gold pieces.
Oh.
2 gold pieces just for me. How much for everybody?
Well, each room would probably fit maybe 2 or 3 of you.
So it'd be 8 gold pieces for all of us.
Sounds about right.
All right, done. And I'm like not even going to question. Oh, you've got it. Beautiful. And I see that you have like that spa on the roof.
So mad that you're just pissing my gold up the wall. I'm so salty.
And I see that you have this like spa on the roof. How much is it for the spa treatment? Because God,
No,
I need
I
it.
don't got that.
Well,
That's your own money.
any one of our staying patrons can dip their feet in the rooftop
Oh my
pool.
God. Thank
But
you.
if you
I
really
appreciate that.
want a good wash, I recommend the Oasis Bathhouse. It's just
Oasis
down the road.
Bathhouse. Thank you. I might have to take you up on that.
He kind of gives you the directions for it as it appears on the map. Ooh,
Like magic.
like
A tree stump.
magic.
Is the
Wow,
hotel?
a tree stump.
Is the hotel we're staying in meant to have a name thing?
The golden flagon.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, the gilded flagon, sorry.
The gilded flagon.
Yeah, I just didn't tick it off yet.
Ah, perfect.
What do you map? Yes, map. Yeah, sorry, Ali, what's up? Oh wait, John. Who was first? John first.
Anyone looking at us a bit excessively, like anyone giving us the shady eye?
Shufty.
Make a perception check.
I'm just gonna start going on a tangent now that I'm like, wow, all of these people, they're like ship captains. This is perfect. We're mercenaries. Look at us. They're going to hire us for the big gold. Look at us. And I'm gonna like turn
Look
around and like show
trash.
off into the bar. I'm gonna be like
Yes, Ali.
Well, Sol is not looking and is sad. I saw him be sad about the pouch, so now I have guilt. I'm gonna try and place it back on his body, but on the opposite side, so he just thinks he's put it in the wrong spot.
I didn't give him an empty pouch.
Make
No.
a sleight of hand.
So
It
the
will
guy
be-
that never forgets any.
Yeah. I'll immediately know someone took it.
But it's fine. There would be
I think the point is Ali feels better though.
yes. There'll be 21 gold left in there.
Hey, look, that's only 9 gold.
That's a 1, so I get to reroll. No, that's not in there.
Halfling.
Mate. Okay.
How much was it?
21.
Okay.
How much is your passive perception?
16.
16. So you place it on him, and he doesn't react.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just gonna, guys. I don't have anything else. I am. That was all. That I paid for the room, so we're sweet
That is
now.
more than
Everyone can
enough.
love me.
That is more than enough, and that is you have my gratitude.
It's
and
just
now
gonna
that
be such a good night's sleep. It's gonna
exactly,
be lovely.
and now that we're mercenaries for all these wonderful captains in here, we've gonna have the gold rolling in. Gold rolling in. I tell you, this was my job before.
I like your manifestation.
John, to that point for your perception check, nobody seems to pay attention to you and nobody's looking at you until Venos says, "Wonderful captains," and then a couple of people just kind of like look towards the noise.
I'm gonna just do like the like shifty eyes, like yeah.
Yes, Azoth?
While Venos is doing those speeches, I'm like in the back, covered in blood, just coughing up blood, bleeding over the palm.
And Vi's like bent over.
Cool. It's at that point, as you guys are like standing close to the bar, just about to head into your rooms, that I'm gonna say, let me roll. How many of you are there? Zill, what's up?
Oh, I just wanted to say, I wanted to ask the bartender if there was anything like, any sort of like alcohol or something that we could give to Azoth to kind of just like give him a little bit of pep, you know, a little bit of like, so he doesn't fucking pass out and die walking up the stairs. Like,
I'm not a wolf anymore.
You're not a wolf anymore.
I'll cast Goodberry.
I'm actually not doing that bad anymore, but it's just funny for dramatic.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is also just for like, you know, this is also just
I
like
think V is looking
playing. Like, I just wanted
It's
to-
not
looking good.
Can you give him like a shot of like fucking dwarven fire whiskey or some shit, where he's like, "Oh fuck, okay, yeah, let's go to bed."
Can have the
I'm just gonna tip 30 Goodberry. Wait, no, 10 Goodberries on the bar.
He's
But
like,
my fine gentleman.
not towards the.
he kind of
towards
gives
the
you.
party.
Okay. I was gonna say he gives you kind of the look, and he's like, "I'm sorry, but you can't bring outside food in here. It's against the health code." You laugh, but I'm not joking.
Is anyone gonna take any Goodberries?
I gather all the good berries, I put them into my bag. I say, "I'm very, very sorry for
I'm
for that."
I'm just gonna grab one of them.
Oh, yeah, I
I
grab
will-
all but one.
Well, here are your keys, and he kind of like slides the room keys onto the table. It's at this point, Zill, that you get tapped on the back.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
You turn around and nothing meets your gaze.
Oh, what the fuck? I look down.
You see Dunder standing there.
Oh, fuck me. This cunt.
With a
Lightning and the thunder.
with a full glass, or a full tankard of some kind of alcohol, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing, laddie?"
Hi, Dunder.
You found
What-
your rat heads yet?
No rats, remember? No rats.
But
How are you doing, Dunder? We never, ever thought we would run into you here.
It's probably good that I did. You see, the boss wants to speak to you lot. He's kind of got a job for you.
I'm sorry, the silver fox wants to speak to us.
Aye.
Where is he?
He's currently in orbit over Zesto. You know Zesto?
No.
No, we do not.
So those that are travelled within the Aylmore system know Zesto to
is that
me.
I mean,
it's
that
technically
would be me as well.
Yeah. So
travel.
Zesto is I know things. I know both.
I drink wine and I know.
I'm well learned.
Zesto is the planet closest to the Aylmore star.
Zesty.
It is a barren covered landscape on the surface, to the point where it is almost unhospitable by everything. Zesto, the people that live on Zesto currently live like underground in cities underground, very similar to the way Mesaville does things. They're known to be a little bit more high tech though.
Cool.
So Dunder, how will we get to your boss above Zesto?
And how much will we be compensated?
Well, that's really up to the boss. I mean, he's got a job for you, and I'm sure he'd be the one to tell you. He doesn't give me the financial situations, you know.
He did last time, though.
He did last time, but that's because, to be honest, he told me to get rid of the rats, and I don't do rats. So I just paid somebody else to do it, but I ain't no wuss. I just don't do rats. I don't do rats.
Big
Fair
Jim
enough.
really wants some rat heads. I think
No.
that's all he wants.
No
When's your birthday?
rats. My
when's your
birthday.
Yeah.
It's a joke, Dunder. We're
Aye.
just joking. We know you don't like
Not
rats.
joking.
It's just funny.
Yeah, no rats.
No, but when's your birthday?
Honestly, I don't know. I kind of have had too many drinks to kind of remember. Any day is my birthday. You want to buy me a cake?
No, I wanted to buy you some rats.
I don't
You
want
ruined
rats. I told you this. Yes, Sil?
Fuck, I forgot what I was going to ask now. Yeah. So more to my point, how
Aye.
do we get to to the Silver Fox? How do we get into orbit above Zesto?
Right.
Teleport?
No, I'm a bit too, some would say thick-headed for teleporting.
What? How do you keep
Find us,
finding
then.
us wherever we are?
Oh, you lot are the ones that came in here. I've been drinking here for probably about an hour or two.
Oh,
Yeah, but
cool.
how did you know to come here, Dunder?
I didn't. This is like one of the only taverns on the inside of Mesaville.
Fair enough. I just think it's suspicious. Austerity.
Right. Well, I can get us a ship if yous
Right.
need a ship.
Yes, we do need a ship.
I need
How
a
long?
bar.
How long will it be before you can procure us a ship?
I already got one. You see, it's
But I've
already in the
paid for
docks.
rooms.
Right. Well, I think we are all quite tired. We've had quite a journey to Mesaville. I think that would you be agreeable if we left tomorrow morning?
He kind of like nudges you with the arm with the tank, and he's like, "Aye, gives me more time to drink."
Perfect. I'm glad you agree. Well, we'll meet. What time should we meet you, and where should we meet you?
Meet me at the dockyards. Probably about after I wake up sometime.
What's that? Last time we had to go on a pub crawl to find you, and we didn't know what time you woke up. Can you just be more specific?
Right. Well, if you want me to be more specific, it's the time I open my eyes.
For fuck's sake.
Whereabouts are you staying? Are you staying here, Dunder?
No, fuck no. I kind of sleep on the streets. I don't like paying for accommodation
No,
when you
but
can.
Dunder,
you can
my
sleep
man, you
anywhere.
are staying here now. You are staying here now.
Yes.
One of the part of the ship, part of the crew, and I'm going to put two more gold on the
You
table.
can't get him his own room. Why don't we just give him one of the rooms we've already used?
Because all 8 of
And then
us
we can
already
all
have
share. I just want
Only
It was
two
2
to
or
a room.
3. It was 2 or 3 per room.
2 or 3 per room. No, he
Tiny,
gets
I
his
just
own room.
want
It's my
cuddle.
2 gold. It's my 2 gold. I'm giving Dunder his own room.
The
The
barkeep.
doesn't need a bed.
The
Yeah,
barkeep.
nobody's sleeping.
The barkeep gives you the next set of keys, and you hand them to Dunder, and he's like, "All right, room's on you. I guess drinks are on me." And he throws this coin satchel onto the desk. As it hits the desk and it falls open, you quickly count. There's got to be at least 20 to 30 platinum pieces in the bag.
Jesus fucking Christ, guys, minted.
We need to stop making fun of Dunder. I think
Well,
we
that's
need to,
why-
like, have him as our bankroller.
Look, Deathknell, the reason that I got him his own room, honestly, is in case he snores. Fucking fucking planned ahead. I totally meant this.
I'm pretty sure you can trance if someone's snoring.
Yeah.
It's just like you have to twinge a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, John.
I'm gonna ask the bartender: is there anything around here that would be of interest?
I mean, there's a few shops. There's the markets. There's a pretty good gem shop up north. Otherwise, there's the Cave Compendium. It's kind of a bookshop of sorts.
Oh, bookshop! We're going to a bookshop.
But then, other than that, I mean, you could kind of go to the spaceport. There's not much to look at unless you got a ship, but I take it you probably do if you know Dunda.
Yeah, totally.
Yes. We have an agreement, yes.
And he's saying this all while grabbing that bag and like ushering it towards himself. Yes, Sol?
Just while we're sort of sitting there drinking and whatnot, I want to approach Dunder and just say, Dunder, how much, out of curiosity, did the Silver Fox pay you before you passed on the job to us?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's so bad. It's so bad. 2.
I'm not a real liberty to say, laddie.
I was merely trying to estimate what we may get paid in future.
Let's just say he handsomely paid.
So you skimmed off the top then?
He kind of nudges you and he's like, maybe a little. Just a little.
Understood. Businessman. I see. And then I just walk away.
Yes, Gwilly?
I want to ask the bartender if they've seen anyone, Therian, if I don't need to RP it, if we just want to keep moving on.
The bartender just kind of goes, what's a Syrian?
No, I was shorthanding because you know. Have you seen anyone with a glowing stone here or here? And maybe they might have been Eladrin? Sometimes they're not.
To that point, yeah, he kind of goes, you know, if I remember, I think one came in probably, hard to say, days kind of fade in and out. Probably about a year ago.
And where did they go?
They said they were heading to the spaceport. I don't know why. I think they were looking for some kind of treasure.
Oh. Like spiritual treasure?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm mixing my voices.
You infected me.
I would like to start making my...
Go.
Oh, I would just like to start making my way to the baths.
Cool.
I'm having a bath, man.
Cool. As in the bathhouse?
Yeah, as in the bathhouse.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, Sil?
I would just like to ask the barkeep, what kind of drinks do you offer here? Do you offer, like, you know, specifically only wines and ales, or do you do some more kind of rarer sort of spirits and elixirs?
What are you looking for?
Anything really, anything kind of special. You know, as someone with a bit of a expensive taste, I'm sure you can find something that's accommodating.
Look, I've got the top of the line whiskey, if you're after whiskey.
Yeah. Could I have a look at the bottle?
It's a bit price. I'm mixing my voices again. He goes to get the bottle, and he begins to show you the bottle. He doesn't let you hold the bottle, of course. It is it's called Aylmore Aylmore 3X whiskey.
I don't know.
Whiskey.
I want Sol to kind of look like almost a little bit disappointed. It's kind of like, that will do. Thank you. That's fine.
Okay. Do you want a shot? Do you want a glass?
I'll just have it neat, please, in a glass.
Right. You kind of gotta pay up front for this one. It's pretty expensive.
How much are we talking?
It's a platinum piece.
Fine, I'm sure my friend Dunter here will be more than happy to accommodate my.
He just kind of like looks at the bartender and goes, and then he's like, all right, and he pulls you to the drink into a small glass with ice. That's neat, right?
No, without ice, isn't it?
Yeah, neat
is without ice. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
He pours it to you, hands you the glass. It's very, very, very strong. And you've definitely had this before because your father has like given you this before.
Of course I have.
So it brings in all of these like memories of home.
A single tear rolls down my cheek.
Cool. Anybody else doing anything while Venos is heading to the bathhouse?
Would the time of being in the bar constitute as a short rest?
You can have a short rest if you would like. Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you can have a short rest.
Thank
Everybody
you.
can mark off short rest. Yes, Azov? No.
If the drink... Are we leveling up? What's the question? If the drinks are flowing, Azos is going to be a little bit tipsy and or like almost half dead from earlier on in the day. And he's just going to fall over the bar to the Dragonborn, who's had a million questions at this point. But it's just going to be like, look, mate, I don't mean to be rude, but when do you think your wings are going to come in?
Oh.
He kind of like looks back over his shoulder and he's like... He kind of like points his head slightly down and he's like, I don't got no wings.
Yeah, but they'll come soon, though, right? Like,
I don't understand what you mean. We don't got wings.
Like tap him on the shoulder. I was just kidding. Fuck yeah. Like, and I'll take my drinking.
I'm so sad.
Right. Okay. And he just kind of like goes back to doing what he was doing. Yes, John?
Shawl, while we have some downtime, maybe we could look into brewing up this potion that we may have procured.
Yes, we can certainly attempt.
What potion? You're talking about healing potion ?
Yeah.
So it was the healing potion, but it was made with the MGL, the mysterious.
We made it. We've just got the gear still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will sit down at the bar and attempt to make that.
Cool. Make a medicine check, I guess.
I'm going to sit there and I'm not proficient. Can I assist him?
I'd allow you to give him assistance, so to give him advantage.
It ends up being Sol just like doing all the work and John just like
that's a
looking over
25.
the shoulder like
Yeah, you easily brew this healing potion of sorts. It is the healing potion ? Because of the MGL, instead of giving it like a red, like thicker consistency, it's more of like a sludgy green.
oh.
Every once in a while, you see it like fizz, and it like creates a bubble on its surface and then pops.
Not being the one who has to fucking drink that when they're making their deaths. I don't know. Let me fucking die.
Would you wish to hold on to this shawl, or shall I?
I have no use for it.
I will just keep it for a special occasion.
Cool.
I'll give it to John.
Sweet. It's about this point that Venos arrives at the bathhouse. As you enter this very, very lavish establishment, you don't even have to enter it. People kind of like, you see people clad in just bikinis, and like you see what you would know as escorts, knowing this kind of your companions, as they like to say in the trade. They're like coming up to you, like rubbing their hands all over you, trying to get you to spend money, until you get to the front desk. There are 2 elven women underneath your arms as you stand at the desk. You see at the desk is another elven female, and she's like, "What can I do for you, tall, dark, and handsome?"
Look, how much is it for the hot tub?
Day at the bathhouse is only 5 silver pieces for someone as beautiful as you. And she kind of like blows you a kiss.
I think you muted, bro.
And how about if I take these lovely ladies?
They're 2 gold pieces a head, sugar.
Done. And I'm just gonna throw that out, like put that on the bench. I'm gonna say, this is going to be horrible, but is there anybody who can give my clothes just a quick clean?
I'm sure that can be taken care of.
I will tip
and
for that.
The elven ladies begin to start undressing you in
I'm just gonna put my hands
in the
out
open.
and like just letting it happen. I'm like, fuck this, like.
Yeah, and you can spend a day at the bathhouse with your 2 elven companions.
This is how I get my long rest, boys. This is it.
Yes.
Point of inspiration.
I don't know if anyone else is doing stuff, but I want to go sell some stuff in my backpack.
I would like to go to a bookstore.
Okay. Anybody else want to go shopping?
I will go with Vi to the bookstore.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Guili would be going to the the market, like the general, like the I think it's on the map. It's the spaceport
markets. Yes.
I would like to go there as well.
Okay, cool. We'll do the markets first, and then we'll do the Cave Compendium, the bookshop. So you guys get to the markets. There's a whole bunch of different stalls kind of spread around everywhere. There's a lot of general goods. There's a couple of... there's like a single stall that has a couple of scrolls on the front of their table. And then there's also like a place that's selling like jewelry made of black pearls, as well as another stall that has a few weapons and whatnot there.
Could I go to the jewelry store just to kind of suss out what's going on? I'm happy for Guili to go and say what she wants to sell and to whom she's selling it to. But
Requires so much more background knowledge than I have. Can I say that with the amount of knowledge of the world I have, I go to wherever would be most likely to accept a second-hand bedroll, 20 rations, and a barrel full of water.
The barrel of water. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Any of the general goods stores would probably take that kind of stuff from you.
Who looks the most persuadable?
Make an insight check.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can read the body language.
Dirty 20.
Look, they're all streetwise market dealers. There is an older gentleman at one side selling general goods.
No, Guili, no, not the old man.
I go to the one that looks most likely to take pity on a scared, lost cult member.
Probably the old man.
Okay.
So you head to this old man, and he's like, "What can I do for you?"
Chopok?
And then you hear this, "What?" from like the distance.
I'm just looking to sell some excess weight. If I really need to get off this planet, and I've just got nowhere to go. But I have these.
Much carry-on luggage.
What?
They won't let you on the
space.
They won't let you in the spaceport.
What are you trying to sell?
20 rations. Wait, no, 10 rations. 20 pounds of rations.
Oh,
20 pounds of.
I can take them off your hands if you want to sell them. I can offer you 1 silver piece of ration.
So why does D&D Beyond say they're worth 5 gold pieces?
What's D&D Beyond?
Yeah, what the fuck? Can I
It's the way
have
the
like
markets
a?
work.
I'm gonna be very sad. I guess I can try and find something else to sell.
Oh, honey, and then make persuasion for me.
Oh, this poor old man. Taking advantage of this old
18.
man.
18. He's like,
yeah.
look, I could probably give you 3 silver pieces a ration just to help you out.
What a dick. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll
Cool.
give him all my rations.
Cool, and he gives you 3 silver a pop.
So 30 silver. Wow.
Yeah.
Will he take my barrel full of water or my sleeping girl?
I don't really have need for a barrel full of water. What are you pointing at?
Dog.
It's
Where?
a flea.
Dog!
Oh, dog.
And he's like, I could take. You try to sell the dog roll, the dog roll, the bedroll as well,
Dog
right?
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. He's like, I don't need a bedroll. But I can give you market value for it, a gold piece, just to help you out.
Yeah. Done.
Cool.
Have my bedroll.
He takes your bedroll and gives you the money.
Okay. I am done, I think. Move on to someone else while I work out if I'm still encumbered.
Cool. Who's next?
Zill, I think.
Okay. Well, while he's not there, we'll go to the bookshop, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yep.
Cool. You guys rock up to the bookshop. It's a very unassuming store in the center of like a spice market. You head in, and there's a gentleman there, human gentleman, darker kind of skin, very piercing blue eyes, and he looks at you guys and he's like, "How can I help you today, travelers?"
Hi. Do you have anything in the arcane?
I mean, I've got a few spell scrolls if that's what you're after.
What do you have?
I have Prestidigitation, Toll the Dead, Chaos Bolt, False Life, Haste, Tongues, and one that I've just gotten in, Commune with Nature.
Oh, they sound cool. Is it a standard price for all, or is it like different prices for different ones?
Different prices for each one. Some of them are a little bit more potent than the normal kind of scroll.
What about the haste one? How much does haste go for?
It goes for about 400 gold pieces.
Right. Okay. What's the most expensive one?
That's the Commune with Nature, and that's 1,280 gold pieces.
Right. And the cheapest?
Toll the Dead, 20 gold.
Nice. Ooh. Lots to think about. Do you happen to have any paper that I could buy as well? And some ink?
I'm sure I can do that. How much are you after?
Probably about 20 gold pieces worth.
Right. And he shuffles around and gets some paper and some ink for you. 20 gold pieces. Anything else I can do for you?
No, I think that's it. But I really appreciate it.
No worries. And he hands you the paper and you hand him the gold. So
Yep,
mark off that gold.
As now, got 0 gold.
Yay! No monies.
No money.
Zill, now that you're back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, John? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Go.
Yes. Do you
Yes.
perhaps have
John, go.
books on herbalism?
Let me check. He goes to like one of the sides of the bookshelves and he ruffles through things and he grabs one out and he's like, yeah, I have this one. And it's herbs, where to find them and how to cook them.
Yes. What would be the price of this?
He kind of like looks at the back on the tag and it says a silver piece and he's like, a silver piece.
That sounds quite appropriate. I'm going to turn to see if Fi's there. Could I perhaps also get 20 gold of paper?
Yeah, I can do that. And he gives you the paper and the book. So that's 20 gold, 1 silver.
When I walk back up behind Vi, I'm going to sneak the paper into her pouch.
Make a sleight of hand for me.
Mark off all my... and 14 plus 2, 16.
What's your 14? Yeah. So you slide it in and she doesn't notice.
Sure.
I'm just going to change the music because I feel like it doesn't fit.
Thank you.
You're muted, Geordie.
Again.
I kept thinking when the music was all operatic before that it was like that, the Dorime. Dorime.
Well, yeah, cool. Zill, at the markets, what are you doing, bud?
I would like to talk to the jeweler. To peruse and browse their wares.
You step up and you see this slightly crazed looking individual and he's like, what can I do for you, buddy?
Well, I'm in the market to buy some jewelry and I was looking to see if you had any particularly outstanding pieces of jewelry.
I got a few necklaces that are pretty good.
Anything that might be perhaps enchanted or
Nah, I don't deal.
in any way special?
I don't deal in enchanted things.
All right.
Just fine jewelry. Like, look at this piece, and he pulls out this necklace that has this giant black pearl in the center of it.
How much for that fine piece of jewelry?
This one's 500 gold.
Wow. Okay. Anything in the way of rings or any kind of?
He kind of like pulls a ring out, and it's like a signet ring with a large black pearl in the top of it.
Man, you really like black pearls, don't you?
Naturally sourced.
Right. How much for the ring?
I'll give it to you for 20 gold pieces.
Gold.
Hands you the gold ring.
So 20 gold pieces.
Yeah, and you now have a gold signet ring with black pearl.
Okay. Can I add that to my inventory or no?
You can, but it's a custom item. You won't.
Okay.
It won't be. It's not a homebrew item because you can't make non-magical homebrew items. One day. Yes,
gold.
Sol?
While everyone else is out and about, and Ali and Sol are sitting taking care of a very drunk dragon man,
Yeah.
I would like to drum up a conversation with Ali and say, I have noticed during the fire and during the cave fight, you are manifesting daggers now?
Right? I don't know. And I'll look down at my hands and then just like, the 2 daggers will come again and be like,
Yeah, and sure enough, the daggers appear.
I do this now.
You don't understand it?
No, I think last time I did this, all the times I did this, I threw it and then it disappeared. Let's see, and I'll just try and force them back in, force them to like poof, and they're gonna just like smoke out.
Yeah, okay.
So they appear as like the green of my eyes in the sunlight. Like, and it's like it's darker at the top, lighter down the bottom, and then just like smokes out when I dismiss them. I don't really know. It happened when we were fighting those monkey things. I don't remember the name. And I was just, I was so scared. And then they were there, and I could throw them like a normal dagger, and then they disappear. But I also noticed when I throw them, it leaves no mark.
That could be incredibly useful.
Could be incredibly.
But also fascinating. You do not understand your magic either.
No, I'm also kind of really upset that I've had to use it to hurt people. I've never wanted to hurt people.
Sometimes it is necessary.
I feel like it's been a lot of it happening lately. A lot more.
I was going to say, like, when Sol says sometimes it's necessary, you look in his eyes and you just see inferno.
Yeah, look at his eyes and go, okay. It just feels like it's happening so much. I've never hurt anyone. I was never in a fight before, and now I've been in so many.
Yes, keep your friends close.
Who are my friends? Are these my friends now? Or we've only known each other for a few days. Well,
You said I was your friend on the first day.
you are my friend, but what if nobody else wants to be my friend?
One is good. I have had one for 50 years, and I look over and Azoth is like...
I guess. I just used to have a lot more friends and a lot more people around, so I want that again. But if I have one, then I have one.
I would suggest not stealing from the friends that hold your secrets.
I don't think you know that.
It's easy enough to surmise. I cannot confirm, but I can surmise.
Well, if that person that stole things from you did steal them, I feel like you would find it again pretty soon anyway. I feel like it didn't go that far because that person maybe gets really emotional about things.
It is okay. Just ask next time.
Oh.
Oh, you're making it worse. Okay, I did take it and I paid for the rooms and I gave Azoth one because he did a really good job. But he's probably already lost it now because he's so drunk.
Like holding it, he's like passed out on the ground, just looking at it.
Okay, well he definitely has it, but like I don't know if it's gonna last long.
That is okay. We have enough. I believe we have a good thing here. We should definitely try to keep it together.
Yeah, I would like that.
Neat.
Neat. Cool. Unless anybody else has anything else they want to do, we can call that a night, yes?
No.
What?
So, why did you light that fire like that? You kind of went like... Not you, when we were at the other place.
Much like you, I do not understand the fire. It was a tactical decision that got out of hand, you could say.
It was like when you saw the fire, your eyes like got excited and then you were gone. And you were just lighting more fire.
Yes, I am aware that it can get out of hand.
Cool.
Fire tends to do that.
So we just have weird magic together?
I guess so.
That's pretty cool.
Now, Kith.
Now let me rip you open so I can crawl inside.
Is Vi in that back yet or not?
You'd be getting back to some degree, yeah.
And Azoth is drunk?
Yes.
So he's not-
Massively.
not
So is
receptive.
Dunder. Him and Dunder are like going toe to toe. And they're like Dunder's got his arm around and they're like swinging from side to side, like singing. Azoth not knowing the words, just kind of like mumbling with him.
Is this how you get your wings? I've heard some drinks can give you wings.
In character. Yeah. At the mention of wings, Athos is going to get a little sad / angry and look over to the bartender.
Oh no.
He doesn't have wings either, so it's not just me.
Dunder speaks out, yelling and looking at the bartender, and he's like, "Don't worry about that, cunt. You're gonna be a big dragon. I can see it."
Yeah, you're right. And I've got like my coin in my hand, and I'm still holding it up.
And he grabs your hand as you're grabbing it, and he's like, "The first of many." Like shaking your hand, looking at the coin as well.
Actually, the second. You have
And
another
The
one.
second
somewhere.
of many.
Second of many.
Second of many.
I'm starting to think we keep Dunder around as a hype man.
Yeah.
And bank.
Azor,
Should try to steal from him.
Yeah.
can you understand me? Or if I ask a question, is it better tomorrow when you've got a headache?
You do you, boo.
The things that light up on your haunts. What
Yeah.
are they?
Harley did those. Little symbols that give me certain powers. Not wings, but certain powers.
That's
so
pretty
sad.
cool.
You see, Dunder interjects, and he's like, "I got some pretty good powers too. You wanna see?
Yeah.
Are you ready?"
Yeah.
And he begins burping the alphabet.
Clapping.
And he does like the full bow, but like loses his balance a little bit and then stumbles to the side, and he's like, "Another drink? You want one, Azor?"
Absolutely. I've got my coin and I'm like throwing it very angrily.
He walks up to the bar. And a few seconds later, you hear, "Cut off! What are you talking about? Cut off!"
That all your questions. Bye.
Yeah. I feel like you're having fun, so I want you to have fun.
Now you have fun. And I'm gonna like try to walk away, but I'm falling a little bit without support.
Just like trying to catch him as he goes. Like, oh, wait,
You walk
you're
up to
so
the
hard
bar,
on me.
and Dunder's like doing the whole like leaning over the bar, pressing his finger against like the barkeep.
Dunder,
He kind of like looks over, and his eyes are like completely dazed.
come on. There's drinks up in the room.
Okay.
And I give a nod over to the bartender. Like,
He just kind of like nods back. Zil, what's up?
Are Gwilly and I back from the market yet?
Yeah.
Okay, we are.
You come back to the site of Azoth, and Dunder like locked together, like swaying up and down the stairs towards the rooms.
If I saw them, I'd run towards them and try and hug them.
Make a perception check
Can I make a stealth
yeah.
roll?
at disadvantage because you're.
Right as he goes to hug you, just duck it.
Yeah, I'm like, "Whoa!" Duck behind a table.
4.
4. No. You see blobbed shapes at this point. You and Dunder are like
Fuck.
heavily intoxicated.
Tried my best.
Yeah.
So should we maybe take him up to a room now and let him rest?
I think it is time we all retire after the day we have had.
I agree.
Okay, well, this is gonna be really hard for me because I'm like a lot smaller.
And the whole just like,
I'll just wait and see if anybody comes up, but I just need to
A
I
lot, he's
stand
just like
there and watch.
a lot smaller.
I stand there
I
and
am
watch it. I watch it all happen.
it's okay.
Yes, John?
Zil, why are you watching?
Charpok, would you be happy to... Don't laugh at me.
I'm not here!
Charpak, who's
Who's
Charpak?
Charpak?
That was really good, Jackson.
I can roleplay Charpak if you want.
Yeah, do it.
Charpok, would you be so kind as to keep watch at the bar while we sleep?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a stupid bug man.
oh, some of your skin's peeling again. I think
Yummy.
you left the top man, it looks like it's fallen off.
Yes, all my arms have fallen off. And my legs! I'm going into my cocoon phase! I'm going to become a beautiful butterfly! I can just imagine Reese
Please
watching
make this
this,
canon so he gets
is
back.
screaming in rage.
You just ruined the whole concert. The whole concert's over. Like, you fucked it.
Oh, bye-bye, bot.
There goes
Where'd you go?
the bot.
Ah.
Charpok agrees. Yes, Charpok will stay. Charpok says, "Yes, I will stay up and sit at the bar and keep watch." Whatever it is.
You chameleon carapace?
Yes, he chameleon carapaces and
What's a
stays up.
chameleon carapace?
Too good. Too good.
Maybe I should just stop playing everyone's characters from now on. It just be a one man D&D party.
Set up some multiple cameras so you can be like blah 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 blah.
Trying to face different angles.
Yeah, cool. Yous all head to bed for the night.
Who's sleeping where? I need to
I think it
know.
was you, me, and Azoth.
And Dunder.
I am still at the bathhouse. So just briefly, I just want to I want to be sitting in the hot tub, and I'm just gonna be like sitting back with my eyes closed, and I'm gonna be.
You're not going to lose your
have
coin
you
purse
guys-
again, are you? Because I'm feeling
Have you
like
guys
it's a coin
talked
purse.
have you guys talked to many of the captains around here?
Oh, we see many a airshipman. And they're like just
did
full
these
on like
airshipmen
stroking
ever-
your chest.
Did these airshipmen ever like ask for help in exchange for gold?
Oh, they definitely do. And the hand goes down the chest under the water. If you catch my drift.
Venos, you hear Charpok's voice in your head. Use protection.
Are there any captains we should be watching out for?
They kind of respond, not by giving you any kind of words. They'd respond by starting the action, if that makes sense.
It's happening now. I'm not getting any information.
Yeah.
I'm getting a short rest bonus.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes, please. Constitution save. Yes. Yes, Sol?
Once Ali and myself put Azoth down, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level so he doesn't wake up with a hangover.
Aww.
Now
I
he's
just
going
rolled
to
a nat 20.
Oh, yeah. The night goes really well for you, Venos. Really well. To the point where some of the more exotic ones, the exotic companions, get invited to the room by the elven ladies, and they don't charge you for the night.
I have that type of magnetism.
That's very Briar of you.
Anybody got anything else, or we're gonna skip to the next morning?
Yeah,
I have a question.
Yes.
Did he lose
back
his?
to the hotel?
Did Geordie just repeat the coin purse scenario?
He did not. This is a legitimate business.
You do. I would like to cast Goodberry 3 times.
Of course, as per the usual. You guys all wake up. You guys get long rest.
Let's fucking go. I get my fucking spells off.
Venos, you have 5 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Is that, would you call those post-nut clarity points?
Yes, post-nut clarity points.
Post-nut clarity points. Let's go.
PNCP.
You guys all wake up. You all reconvene, and Venos is just glowing with energy. Like he's had a really good night.
I did what all of you were too weak to, and I actually went out and looked for information. I didn't find any. I had a fantastic time, I will have you know. But
What?
the point matters. Where do you think you find information on sailors?
At a bar.
I guess
At a
it's all-
bar. Yeah,
I've never
sailors
been
say.
to one.
It turns out sailors just want to wash their stress away. I didn't find anything though. I was too busy.
With what? It's a bathhouse. You're just
I
cleaning
was
yourself.
too busy bathing. So busy bathing.
Really weird.
Yeah,
long it
you're
takes to-
weird.
I don't know how long it takes for you to wash yourself. Do you have
Yeah.
issues?
Are
Do
you
you need someone to
wrinkly?
help you?
Do you
I
look like
Definitely some
Chaplock now?
questions.
You look a bit like Chaplock.
I
You've
hope
been
I
in the
don't
water.
look like. I hope I don't look like Chopok now. I swear.
No, he looks too happy to be like Chuck.
Oh, too happy to be.
Yeah.
And you know what?
But he's
Maybe
all
we can
wrinkly,
all
like
be
he's
friends.
been
I
in
can
water
make
too long.
this work, I think, for the right price.
So where's Dunder?
He's asleep, face down.
I'm gonna go
you wake him
near his
up?
door. No, wait, let me.
No, he was in the same room as Azoth.
No, he wasn't. He was in his own room. I was not sharing a room with him.
Okay, well, if
No one
he's,
helped
if
him up
he's-
the stairs.
Yeah, nobody helped
If
him
you
up the
say
stairs.
so.
I definitely did.
I took him to a room.
I took him to a room.
Okay,
Oh,
fair.
And I didn't
Minute.
leave him face down.
From the outside,
Should-
from the outside of the door, you can just hear this
I'm gonna go
like
into his head
very
and just
loud snoring.
start
His head.
whispering in his head. And saying, spiders running all over you.
No rats!
And I'm gonna run down. I'm running away. I'm not running, but in his head.
That was a weird dream. I saw spiders. He stumbled downstairs, mumbling to himself about a dream he had, where there were spiders with rat heads. And
That sounds
his, yeah.
That's awful.
I thought you were super surprised there for a second, Sol. You were like, you were
I
just
was yawning.
yawning.
I just had a really good not sleep.
yeah. Yes, John.
Gwili, if you would be so kind to let me hold on to a couple of the berries in case we have an unfortunate situation.
I will again tip the good berries onto the nearest flat surface.
Away from the eyes of the barkeep.
As quick as I can.
How long do they last?
24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah, so I'm just
Amazing.
gonna take 3 because I've already got one.
If there's 30 there, may I take 5?
I'm gonna shoot you glass, but do what you want.
Is Goodberry a cantrip?
No, I cast it. I have 4 spell slots, and I used 1, and I used all of them to cast it 3 times.
All of your spell slots to cast it 3 times. What do you mean?
Before a long rest.
Before the long rest. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
I was gonna say, so what happens to a good berry after 24 hours?
It shrivels.
Turns into a bad berry.
Yeah.
It's not so
Not
good.
good. Not good berry.
Good Sultana.
Yeah, good sultana.
Doesn't heal any hit points, but it does taste good.
Delicious.
Oh, they lose their potency. So,
They technically
I-
still exist. but-
I know to keep them separate, but maybe other people who took 1 yesterday and now have 3 more should consider whether they also know to keep them separate.
Yeah, you have to roll. You have to roll a d20 to make sure you get the right good berry. Otherwise, you're like, this person's dying. We need to save their life. You just put like a normal raspberry in their mouth.
Just went in doubt. Just
Hey,
handful
but if
of
it's like
them.
Skyrim, that'll still work.
Squish him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Um,
pause
eat a
halfway
cheese
through.
wheel.
Yeah.
And just eat a cheese
Hold
wheel.
on.
All right, should we head to the spaceport with Dunder?
Cool.
Yeah.
No one else
Um,
is taking good berries. I'm taking them back.
Sure.
Dunder,
Go for it.
Dunder leads the way. As you guys approach the spaceport, you can see large crane-like contraptions sticking out from the rock wall. The walk wall.
The waffle.
Lord and Ramsay have 2 walk.
Baby, raise his stream.
A large, sanded area full of ships is kind of like in front of you. Peering past them, you can see a large circular archway made of a blue crystal. The light around it seems almost to almost move like the ocean. Past this opening, you can see the vast jungles of Terra Machina. There's a decent amount of people all around, some getting ships ready, and others just kind of leisurely standing by. Dundar points you towards the right ship. As you guys walk aboard, you see the name of the ship finely painted on the side. The captain and the first mate are standing on the deck. The name of the ship is called the Sky Scimitar. As you step up onto the deck, you see two gentlemen, one dressed in fine captain's, like a fine captain's outfit, and then another one dressed fairly well as well. The captain is looks to be a fire genasi with red skin in a deeper kind of red, hair of fire. And the first mate is taller, beefier half-orc man. Yes, Squilly?
Before I get on the ship, I would like to ask around, like, essentially, as we're walking, like, the whole way, I'm stopping anyone I can and being, like, the Sarian question.
Yeah, nobody knows anything.
Okay. I am de-stressed.
I would like to ask their names. The captain and the first mate.
Dunda goes, this is our fine ship. This is the Sky Scimitar. This is Captain Zuba and first mate Nash. They both just kind of like look at all of you with like death stared, like staring daggers almost.
I curtsy because I'm
them-
used to curtsying for Azil.
I'll ask them if they've seen my friend.
They completely ignore the question, and Zuba speaks up, the fire genasi, and he's like, get this right. On my ship, my rules. You don't like it, you go off the edge.
Sounds fair.
It wouldn't be the
Captain.
first.
And then you see Nash just kind of grunts. You can see, begin to see like the beginnings of teeth off one side of his, like jagged, like tusk-like tooth on the right side of his face.
Aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
I say with a sense of sarcasm, like with a hint of sarcasm.
Dunder's just like, let's go this way. And he kind of like ushers you all away from them too. They both just kind of like look at each other, shake their heads, and then go back to getting the ship ready. The ship after like probably about 20 minutes or so, the ship is primed and ready for takeoff. You're told to kind of brace yourselves as it kind of takes off with a little bit of a kick. The ship begins to levitate from the ground. A light glow can be seen emanating from near where the captain is sitting. You see him sitting on a slightly elevated thing with the first mate on the what looks to be like a steering, like a, what do you call it?
Navigator's chair?
Something like
Steering
that.
wheel.
Steering wheel thing, situation. I don't remember what it's called on a ship. Is it still called the steering wheel?
Anything else?
It's called the helm.
The helm. That's it. The ship begins to move forward and towards that large ring made of crystals. As the ship pierces the hole, it shakes forward as if being pushed. The ship instantly picks up speed and is almost shot into the sky. Within a matter of moments, you find yourselves in space. Terra Machina becomes smaller and smaller, getting further and further away.
This brings back memories.
Yes? Who was
Me
first?
or
Who?
Jackson?
Oh, could I walk out onto the deck and kind of just like take in the view, kind of Titanic style, you know, kind of kind of Titanic style, like wow, this is amazing.
Yes, you definitely can.
Yeah.
John is going to be sitting somewhere in the open where he can see the stars and read his book.
I'm just going to walk out next to Zill onto the deck, and I'm going to be like, "This is always the best part of being a space mercenary. Just the relaxation." And I'm just going to like set myself down, hands behind my head, just like relaxing on the deck.
Beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it.
You ain't seen nothing yet, kid.
So after a while of travel, this is probably about an hour or so, in the distance of this forever expanse, you begin to see a ship floating in space above a planet. You see the planet covered in red. You see the Aylmore star just slightly off at the back, creating this almost like eclipse-like shadowing of the ship and the planet. For those that know the Aylmore system, you know this as the planet Zesto. Like I said earlier, it's a barren landscape, and its surface is inhospitable by most life forms. The civilians of Zesto have crafted their houses into bunkers of sorts, all connected like an underground city. As the ship you're on speeds towards Zesto, it begins to slow down and pull alongside the other floating ship. The other ship is quite a lot larger than the one you are on, and looks to have a full-sized crew, numbering in their like 20s to 30s. It is painted in shades of blue, and there is large wooden female at its bow as one of like the figureheads, as the figurehead. The crew of the ship kind of get ready and prepare to allow passage to the bigger ship. You guys kind of like look over and see Dunder's pretty happy to see the side of this bigger ship. You guys want to do anything? Any conversations want to be had, or are we going straight into it?
I was looking at it. It was all. So
what is the what's the other big ship called?
You don't see a name. Yes, Sol?
On the travel, can I have sort of just poked around to try and figure out how the fuck the ships work?
Sure. Make an investigation check, I guess.
I was like, our ship's flammable.
I don't know how ships work. Never mind.
Ship go brr.
Yeah. How does ship work? Ship go brr.
The ship goes skeet. Yes, Vi.
I'm proficient. I strategically chose this. I'm proficient with like navigator's tools and stuff for like ships. Well, I took it like the specifically navigator's tool for like, so that I'd be. Does that mean I understand how like spelljammers and stuff work?
More so how maps work.
Okay, because I thought I took like some sort of thing so that I could do the helm thing, but I mustn't have. Never mind. Okay.
Yes, John?
I will go to pilot Spelljammer, and I will pull out the symbol. I will say, does this look familiar?
He's kind of like busy focusing on what's in front of him. He kind of like gives it a quick glance and he just shakes his head.
Can I roll a perception to see if he's like got anything on?
Yeah, you definitely can.
14 plus 3, 17.
He's covered in tattoos. A lot of them look tribal in some description. This would be the half orc Nash. Yeah, you can't see obviously underneath his clothing, but he is covered in tattoos.
Sweet.
Cool. You guys see as a plank is like put down between the two ships. Dunder kind of looks at you all, nods, and starts heading over to the other ship. I'm assuming you guys follow. As you guys like step across, Dunder's like, "Hey, welcome to the boss's ship. We're gonna go to his chambers if you lot are happy to do that."
Yeah, I have so many questions. I can't wait.
Hey, well, let's go. And he kind of like heads towards the captain's quarters. He opens the door and like presents it towards you. You see a very dimly lit room, and has a number of windows which currently have all of the shades drawn. You can barely make out the figure in the back of the room. You see him at a large wooden desk with his feet up on the table. You can only really make out brown leather boots and the attached blue pants that they're wearing. There is a slight glint where the face is, like metal reflecting the smallest amount of light. As you enter the doorway, you notice the inside of said doorway is very elegantly crafted, much more so than the rest of the ship. And there is a large circular indent on the right side of the doorway. Dunder like points all of you in to the chamber with a smile. And from within the chamber, you hear this. Hello.
Hi!
Hello?
Shit. Oh, fuck. Let me get some light in here. And you see the figure get up and draw all of the shades. From what you can see, you see this fur-covered individual with a bit of a snout. It's almost as if there's like this fox man standing in front of you. Completely white fur. He's got this really elegantly made blue captain's jacket that has this fur-lined collar. He's currently got like this eyepiece which has like 2 goggles on it. You see him get up and he's like, shit, that was a good nap. Ugh. And he presses the side of his face and you see the goggles contract to one side and then like shift like full think what do you call him from Guardians of the Galaxy?
I was thinking
Quill.
Yeah, Quill, like full like
I was thinking Adam Jensen from Deus Ex, how he has like the fucking things there and has his sunglasses just go out over his eyes.
Mana Blaster, yes, it was part of the voice. I haven't written in my notes that the cough was part of the voice. Yeah, he kind of gets up and he's like, well, aren't you lot pretty colourful?
For the right price, we can be whatever you want.
I think.
Right. Stop trying to fuck everything.
Is it because
I'm not trying to fuck everything, I'm just trying to get paid.
is it because we're different colours? Like
Well,
as purple.
I mean, colours, but also like, I'll be honest, you guys don't really look like you should be together.
Because we probably shouldn't. We just
Like, I mean,
it just happened.
robot, dragonborn, halfling, Eladrin. He kind of like says in like a high inflection voice, and then he's like, I'm gonna say human, and then he points Shadow Kai, some kind of elf, but the crystal and the purple kind of maybe Astral. And then he points to Zill and he's like, Prince Bryce.
How did you know?
Because look at him, he's so cool. He's
Not
amazing.
not many people know me as Prince Bryce just by seeing me.
I know a lot more than you probably think. You'd be surprised. I'm pretty well traveled.
How okay. I kind of like get serious now. I'm like, how much do you know?
Let's just say I have friends in high places, and he flicks something that's hanging on his chest. What you guys see is what looks to be like a larger stopwatch that spins uncontrollably, as if not giving any part of the time whatsoever.
Oh, I had something like that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was meant to point at magical items, but it didn't.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it kept pointing at itself.
So it's not like this then. You kind of have to know someone that's very special to get one of these things.
Yeah, but
he kind of gives you a bit of a side eye. Arla, yes, what's up?
A silver fox.
He kind of like bows as you say that.
What do we call you? Other than that, do you just want us to call you Mr. Silver Fox?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you're really comfortable with. I mean, if you want a name, you could probably just call me by my name. I am Haku. Haku Menzek.
Lovely name.
That's familiar.
Have you knew I was a halfling? I've never seen the halfling quite like me before. Have you? Or was they just the typical type of halfling? Because I always thought I was called a hin. But people have been calling me a halfling.
Well, I mean, you're the right, and you see him kind of like size you up, and he's like, you're the right height for a halfling, and the features on the face, you're not really a gnome. You're too tall to be a gnome. So I was just kind of guessing.
Okay.
I haven't really met. I know a few halflings back where I'm from. Planet.
Where are they from?
Quite a while away, but yeah, planet quite a while away. There's even a few like heroic ones from the planet I'm on, from the continent. I don't know whether you've heard. You probably haven't heard the stories of.
No, I haven't.
The Champions of Ra? No, nothing.
No.
Oh, okay. I heard they were really shit.
Well, I mean, they were questionable, I guess.
Like, one of them went, like, evil, and, like, there was one of them that went into a lich, and I was like, well, that's not very heroic. That's a bit
I think you're thinking of somebody else. There was not... The one didn't go evil. There was none that went evil. And I don't know about this... Like, I know of liches, but I don't think any of them turned into a lich. I'm pretty sure none of them turned into a lich.
I must have heard the story somewhere else, then.
Well, anyway. If we have time another time, I'd love to hear that story. And I'd love to hear more about the halflings that you know and where they are from.
Definitely. Well, I've got plenty of story to tell, let me just say, in my what's it been? 200 years or so of my life. It's a pretty long time. But, you know.
Are you still young?
Yeah, I'm pretty young.
You look younger than here.
To be fair, this thing, and he kind of like shows off the stopwatch. He's like, this thing kind of helps with the whole aging situation. Yeah. High Priest of the Timekeepers gave me it, so you know.
That's pretty cool.
Mr. Fox.
Yeah, come on, just call me Haku.
Haku? Okay.
Or H. Or Mr. H, because I like the feel of that.
Mr. H?
Thanks.
Okay.
Yes, Bryce?
We... please, call me Zill, please. Zill.
Sure.
We heard you had a job for us.
Yes. Essentially, don't know whether you know, I kind of run a bit of a merchant thing and a little bit of piracy.
We've
don't tell your dad.
We've heard. Wait, sorry, did you say don't...
I said don't tell your dad.
Don't tell my dad.
You know,
don't...
piracy is kind of a touchy subject with you royals.
It's okay.
So,
we're not on speaking terms, so...
Right. Okay.
You didn't tell us that. You didn't tell us you didn't talk to your dad. I'm so sorry.
Maybe you should have gotten drunk the other night.
If you ever want to talk about it,
trust me, I'm
sensing there's something we need to air out here.
No, there is nothing that we need to air out here.
We should do a group therapy session.
I have definitely noted several occasions you have been cagey about the topic.
Let's just say that the relationship that I have with my father is a strained one at best.
Don't worry, the relationship I have with my mom is not good as well right now.
I'm very, very sorry to hear that, Venos.
I can't
Queen, she
remember
has-
my family.
Don't worry, like, we Shadar-kai, we bow down to the queen, but the queen, she has forsaken me. I don't know what to tell you, man. I get it. I get
Is
it.
the queen your mom?
She's like the mother of all Shadar-kai. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Not
Wow.
not too sure that our situations are completely similar.
So your situation with your father is your fault.
No, it is not my fault.
I thought that you were the racist one, Prince, but
no.
turns out Pasty over here is pretty bad too.
I am I would say that I am a victim of my father's actions and am simply trying to escape those actions.
Is that why you call yourself Zil? Even though your name is not Zil.
Yes,
Why
yes,
did you choose Zil?
I don't know. I just came up with it one day and decided to go with it because it was better than running around calling myself Bryce.
Okay, because like you look like a Bryce. You don't really look like a Zil, but that's just my opinion.
Yes, John. Sorry, you've had hands
That's what I was
up for
gonna say,
quite a
yes,
while.
John.
Yeah, sorry.
Do I recognize him?
The Silver Fox,
Yeah.
Aku. Make a history check.
This is Enzo's cousin thing, yeah, right?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It's my boy.
It's the one that you took under your wing, yeah?
It's my literal boy.
Yeah. Cool. I thought so.
Oh, I'll take that as a no.
Nah,
6.
nah. You do not recognize him.
Please tell us about your business, but afterwards, would I be able to have a private word?
Sure. He looks at Zilla and is like, "We all good, or we got more that we need to?"
Well, I mean, we don't need to get into it. It's all right. It's a story for another time. I am. I guess I'm more. I guess focused on why you called us. Why you called like our group here.
Yeah. So, Dunder told me, and he kind of gestures towards the door. Dunder told me you guys did good work getting rid of those rats. And
No rats.
Oh, his favorite.
By
He loves
imitation.
them.
yeah. And like I kind of recognized adventuring party could probably be paid to do some stuff. Essentially, there's a ship that I have in my fleet way off near the planet Obelisk C32.
Yes, I'm familiar with Obelisk
That,
C32.
as you should, being tutored by the finest.
Sorry, wait. What did you know my tutor?
Oh no, I just assumed because you from
You're rich.
the plays, I would have assumed that you just had very good tutors.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The way you said it sounded like
Should I know your tutor?
I don't know. You said you knew I was Prince Bryce, so I assumed you just had all this information on me. So I assumed you knew who my tutor was.
Who is your
You
tutor?
should never assume.
Wait, who was my tutor again? Fuck. Wait. Wait. Oh shit. I think I've. Did I write? No. I wrote it down. I wrote it down. Is it? Ah, yes. So my tutor growing up was Master Fandwell.
What?
You see a face of recognition, and he's like, "You know Master Fanwell?"
Fuck me.
Yeah, well, obviously I know Master Fandwell. He was my
Vi
tutor.
just dies. Vi just implodes. She's out.
Do you know Master Fandwell?
Yeah, he's very close friend of my wife. More like tutor of my wife, I guess you could say. Mentor
Right.
to my wife. I don't
Right.
Mary? Who's
know.
your wife?
I'm
Yeah.
surprised he's kind of still. I didn't think he did like space travel.
Well, he kind of
Is he
just.
still
he-
a royal pain in your like
Well,
a
I
massive
mean-
pain?
Yes and no. He was a brilliant tutor, like as you can see, obviously. But I mean, yes, he kind of was a bit of a hard ass, and he was a bit. He kind of did take some things too seriously, but I'm just confused as to how old is your wife?
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't
Not to
really
be-
put a number on
to
it
be
because she'd
rude.
probably hit me.
I mean, just like give me a general.
probably about 200 years, about the same as me.
Wow.
What's her name?
Her name. I don't think we're really that kind of friends.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Maybe do this job for me and we can have more intimate discussions. But I mean,
yeah, Ollie.
Is she a fox too?
Smack her on the shoulder. Yeah.
no, she's an elf.
Really? How?
And yes, Jordan.
Well, it's such a weird connection between us that you know my tutor and
Yeah.
I
Is
don't-
he
anyway.
still wearing those red robes? Just out of curiosity.
as far as I can remember, yes. I mean, I'm not sure what's happened since when I left the castle and
How long ago did you leave the castle?
how long ago did I leave the castle? I don't know. How long is it?
Like
You're
4
asking
days?
These personal questions, but we
days.
don't know the name.
And you've seen him 4 days ago.
I mean, not specifically 4 days ago, but
But like recently, right?
yeah, well, recently enough, yes.
See, I didn't think humans lived that long.
Neither did I. I just assumed that, seeing as how you have all this.
He's
fancy-
definitely a human, right? He's not.
Maybe he's
We're not thinking about
not.
two completely different people, right?
Well, I mean, there could potentially be two people with the same surname of Fandwell, but it sounds like we are talking about the same person, and as far as I know, he is a human. As far as I
Yeah,
can
okay.
see, of course.
Or he
Interesting. Anyway, so I've got a ship out near Obelisk C32. Crew's just kind of cut contact. I've sent a couple groups there already. Each group cuts contact. So I'm assuming something foul is at play. And I kind of need what's on that ship.
Sorry, Nathan, could you mark on the map where Obelisk C32 is?
I definitely can. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey.
We're not sponsored by Macca's.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
We'd be a lot richer if we were.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in a Macdad as a baby and still live in a one bedroom.
You didn't even get that black
Um,
Macca's card, the free Macca's for life.
Yeah, they paid me $600, which I suppose for a baby.
It's a lot.
It's a lot for a baby.
Pretty good annual income for sure.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, so I kind of need some people to go and I guess retrieve. I'd prefer the whole ship, but if not, just the things that I've got on board.
Okay.
What do we get?
You're muted.
What do we get for retrieving the ship?
Well, I mean, I can pay you in gold. Like, what do you want?
Gold.
Well,
Work in
I
future.
can't say work in future is good. Is good. Gold I like. A ship I like better. We give you what is on the ship, but we keep the ship.
To work for you.
See, that's
To keep doing jobs for you. Yes. Yes, that is a good plan.
That's a very steep price. And I'll be honest, I don't think you'd be able to handle that ship, considering it would take a pretty big crew because it is quite a large ship.
Okay.
I could maybe give you another ship instead.
We can discuss it when we return with all of your goods.
Okay, sweet. So
And preferably this ship.
taking the job then, I assume?
Always.
Sweet. Yes, Sol?
Excuse me, Mr. Fox, do you have resources to explain how to fly a spelljammer? Or someone we can take with us to retrieve the ship?
Well, essentially, I'll be sending you with a full crew to man that ship, to fly that ship back to me. They'll park close by to the ship, send you out to the ship, and then you give them the wave when it's ready to go, and then they'll
just
come
for
in.
my own interest, who of those people will be the one to repair any damages to the ship?
I mean, they're all pretty capable. Any one of my crew members can really do that.
Much appreciated.
If you're looking for somebody to teach you how to fly a spelljammer, I mean, he kind of like points to himself and he's like, no better teacher than right here.
I'm also interested in the inner workings rather than the action.
I'd like to fly. That sounds fine if you're offering.
Yeah, I can definitely teach you.
That's cool.
It's not as hard as it seems. You just kind of sit in a chair.
Even better.
But anyway, I can maybe lend you some books if you're interested.
That would be great.
I'd have to go home and retrieve them, but I'm sure if you complete this job for me, I can go get them for you.
That'd be awesome. Thanks.
Cool.
How will we be getting there? What kind of ship are you?
Well, you know the ship that you came here on?
Yeah.
That one.
Right. Is the captain and the first mate of that ship under your employ?
Yeah. Only newly acquired, but
right. They were not. I mean, obviously, kind of not expecting all pirates to be the most gracious of hosts. Merchants.
Now you get
I'm not expecting them all to be the most gracious hosts, but I feel like these ones were particularly rude. They will still be captaining that ship, won't they?
Correct.
Right.
Keep an eye on them. They're real dickheads.
I was just going to say, could you maybe give them just a, could we get a bit of a, since we're working directly for you, we could get a bit of not a letter of recommendation, but you could just say, hey, these guys are all right.
Were they a bit too mean to you?
Yes, they were. Okay, I'm not
hurt
used to
your
it.
feelings.
Yes,
Oh,
my
the
feelings
poor
were very hurt.
baby.
He kind of chuckles and he's like, look, if it really means that much to you, Prince, I can give them a stern talking to. And he even does the head wave as if he's...
I wouldn't say a stern talking to, but just let them know that, we are doing a job. We're doing a job for... Yeah, exactly. We're on the same side. We're doing a job for their captain. We're not just some backwater yokels here to get a ride.
Right.
You don't know that.
Okay, I'll talk to them then. Sure.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Yeah, so go there, find the stuff that that either find the stuff or kill what's there and take the whole ship. The things that I need you to bring back, let me see if I've got one. He kind of like gets up and goes to a wardrobe and pulls out a small football-sized blue gem. Azoth and Sol, straight away you guys notice that this is similar to the one that you guys found in the factory. And he's like, I'm looking for these things. If you find them,
will just be like this one?
No.
He points to it and he's like, yes, very much like this one. Do you know what this is?
No, it belongs to my dragon friend. I am carrying it for him.
Well, essentially, these things are very powerful. They're usually used to launch machines and stuff. They're actually a relic from like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. And I kind of need these for the research me and my wife are kind of doing at the moment. Would you be happy to part with that one?
Azoth growls.
Look, I'm more than happy to trade if you want to trade something for it. I've got a couple of other relics that I can...
You could get your
we can do a swap.
As this belongs to Azoth, I will leave the decision to him.
What are you offering?
Give me a sec. He puts this one back and then pulls 3 items from the same cupboard. The first one is a long metal cylinder with a tube hanging off on one end. Another one is a little, what looks kind of like a scroll case. Like another cylinder that looks like a scroll case. And the last one is a large metallic glove. Yeah. And he's like, so these two make food, as far as I can tell.
Do they make steaks?
And this one I would not recommend putting on unless you're sure about it. If that makes any sense.
You could trade it all in for what's in this box. The box!
Anything could be a boat.
Yeah, there could be a boat in that box. Yeah, Sol?
Could we have our friend Vi potentially spend some time to figure out what they do before we make the decision?
Sure, or I could just tell you. I mean, I know what they do.
I'm very attached to this, you see.
Right.
But Azov, think of all the steaks you could make every day.
I do like steaks.
Yeah.
So he points to the first one, and he's like, okay, so this is the aptly named food tube. So this is the one that looks like a cylinder. He's like, okay, so this one essentially makes like this paste that is enough to sustain a person for one day.
Uh-huh.
How many times?
As many times as you want. I've heard of these relics, though, if there's slight chances that they screw up and then something happens. I don't know. These ones have never screwed up on me. Yeah, so this one's the food tube. This one, I'll be honest, I don't have any name for except for maybe the bread sprayer.
Oh no.
So this one, like the tube, the food tube, creates like a paste, but the paste then cooks itself into bread. It's also got like this red button on the side that if you press it, it'll spray in a 10-foot cone the liquid and instantly restrain anybody that's within that 10-foot cone.
Bread prison.
If you were going to put a numerical value on how strong you would have to be to escape the restraint.
Probably about like if you were to do some kind of check or saving check of some description, I'd say around about a 13.
Interesting.
But you also take a little bit of fire damage because this stuff's like it's like piping hot. And then this gauntlet, he picks it up and then shows you, and you see on the inside of the gauntlet where you put your hand, there's these black, like sickly tendrils that kind of like move and like stretch out, almost symbiotic. Zill, this is very familiar to you, in the way that it moves. Yeah, you see like these black tendrils just kind of like moving in unison with each other. And he's like, okay, so this one, essentially, if you put this glove on, it'll replace your hand. It is a thing called. It is a thing called a gauntlet of protection, I guess. So essentially, what happens with this is, let me just get the thing up because it's a little bit.
Don't take the glove. I'm telling you now.
Where my head's going.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never been good with authority.
So he's like, okay, so it can really only be used about 4 times a day. So 4 charges, as you say. Like if something goes to attack you, you can react, and it kind of manifests this small plane of pure translucent force that kind of flickers. And it kind of stays around for about 6 seconds or so, and it just protects you a little bit more.
If we were to put like a number value on
how much it protects you, probably an extra 2 or so.
But like,
casting a because you cast a shield
if you have to take it off later, then you don't have
your
a
hand's
hand.
gone.
So yeah, so the last person to take it off, which is unfortunately the person we tested it with, his arm was missing, and he died.
Oh, it's like cursed.
I don't know if it's cursed, but like he shows you the inside of it, and he's like, you see these things? They kind of, it's almost as if they're like latching onto you, and you become kind of their host, if that makes sense. As an added bonus, as an added bonus, as well as the protection, it kind of helps you with any kind of save or whatnot when it comes to magical effects.
I'm sorry, but please do not take the gauntlet. Please, I'm begging you.
Yes.
One very important question.
Yes.
You said it's a metallic glove, correct?
Correct.
Is it shiny?
Yes. It's almost it's the fingers of it. The fingers of it are silver, but at each joint there's like a golden bracer. It is a little bit dirty, but like with a little bit of a spit polish, it would clean up.
Mm-hmm. I'm like holding the blue gem in my hand, just kind of looking at it.
Azoth, please do not take this glove.
Please,
I promise you, it will only lead to misery.
But it's
to not care about it.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Muted.
I don't know how that. He will be strong enough to overcome it once he is a dragon, anyway.
Once his wings grow in, right?
No, he will be an entire dragon.
But the gauntlet won't grow with him as he becomes a dragon, will he?
I don't think that being a dragon makes you stronger than magic.
I've heard they're pretty strong.
Yeah, but I don't think that that's strong.
Why don't we just see what happens?
It is ultimately up to Azoth, as it is his power cell.
When do we?
I understand.
When do we have to leave for this mission?
I mean, as soon as you guys are ready. You can leave now before, I'd much rather conclude this transaction before we move on. Because like I said, I kind of need that blue orb you got there.
It's important to you.
If you wanna give it up.
Chuck in 50 gold in the glove and it's yours.
Done. Easily.
No.
I rolled for it. I rolled for it, dude. I couldn't. It was shiny. I couldn't not look away for it.
He hands you a small baggie with 50 gold, hands you the glove, and hesitantly takes the orb from you, and then puts it away. You now have a gauntlet of protection.
Thanks so much.
Fuck yes.
Villa's getting like fucking severe flashbacks.
Are you putting it
from
on?
those fucking tendrils.
Not yet.
Okay. Cool.
What's wrong, Zil? Would you care to elaborate on your distress?
You wouldn't understand.
Are you thinking
Honestly,
about how the captain
It's
was
pleasing
mean to you?
me. Elaborate.
I think once we do this job, once we do this job, I will fill you in on what has happened between my father and I. Once we complete this, I will give you the full story.
On.
But
All right.
we just need to get this
Transaction.
done. I just need to take my mind off whatever is happening with this glove and my father right now. I can't think about it. I just want to go out, get this done. We can worry about it later.
Do you just want to leave us with our imagination to find out what happened with your dad and a glove?
Yes.
Azoth is like pondering, looking
Yeah.
deep in
Looking
thought.
into the stars.
Yes, John?
Maybe the stars will finally an answer.
Is the glove familiar?
Sorry?
Is the glove familiar?
Roll a history check.
I can't believe you took the fucking glove.
I can't carry it anyway, bro, so don't worry about it.
You want me to
once you
put it
equip
on
it,
my
that's
guy?
like-
Sorry?
16.
Yes.
Dear.
Back from your time.
Oh.
No warning, fam, no worries. Alright, I got a cool tiny glove.
Cool.
Some money.
You guys are
I'll
now...
ask you
Yeah.
what it does later.
Okay.
Can I talk to Foxy Man?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, he's just kind of sitting at his desk. Whether or not you guys want to, all of yous leave or what is entirely up to you guys, but he's just sitting there.
I want to ask him about Therian.
I just want to pour a drink and lay back down on the deck. That's what
Well,
it's about.
I think we should head off for the job as soon as possible.
Until then.
Yeah, well, ship's ready when you guys are. You said you wanted to have a private conversation. To answer your question, how long ago? You got to give me like some kind of thing.
Perhaps we could ask God. Because I didn't put it in my backstory and I don't know.
He's like, maybe I vaguely remember somebody similar of description.
Just one?
Just one. I think they said they were looking for someone. Have you heard the story about the Grimm's Vault at all?
Yeah,
we
in my
have.
appendix.
What, your appendix? Oh, my appendix! He goes,
Usually Dunda has briefly filled us in the vault.
right, well, they came looking for one of the keys, and I told them where I might know of one. I don't know whether they found it, but...
Were they male-ish or female-ish?
Look, I'm not one of
Did
those
you
people
just
to
assume their
assume.
gender?
Yeah, I don't want to assume anything, but I would say I want to say male-ish, but I'm not sure. Sorry.
Fair enough. We're
Yeah.
not sort.
Yeah. Yeah, I told them about a ship that apparently had one ages ago. Are you guys after the keys, or are you after this person? Like,
We aren't a guys. It's just me.
so just you are after this key, or after
The
these
person.
the person. Okay. Well, if everything goes well with this job, I'm more than happy to point you in the right direction.
Excellent. Let's go.
Cool. Sol and John and Vi and everyone.
I just want to ask Foxy quickly if
Foxy.
he would have a means to carry his items back, as we're all quite full. Bag of holding.
He kind of like looks at his waist and he's like, I mean, yeah, but look, this whole like you guys wanting a ship thing kind of pays for this job, so I mean,
am
maybe
more
in the
thinking
future.
of returning it safely to you, as this item is quite important.
Look, maybe. Like if you guys complete this job, maybe I'll have more stuff, and maybe you'll I guess a welcome package. I don't usually do that, but maybe I may be able to work something out. I guess. Yeah. Let's just say that you guys make it back alive, and we'll talk.
I tried.
Yeah. That was not bad. That was a pretty good attempt.
Cool. So the rest of you go outside, and I'm assuming Vi, you stay by, or John, have you got something else?
Just because we're hanging around here a bit, I am going to just ask if you knew where the glove came from, and then just discreetly flash the symbol.
He doesn't pay any mind to the symbol, but he's like, look, these relics have been around for thousands and thousands of years. I've heard of merchants pretty much everywhere having them. There's like groups that kind of go out looking for these things. I've found quite a lot of them, being the prestigious merchant that I am. And a pretty good pirate. Again, don't tell your dad. But, you know...
here.
Would be much interested on your collection. Not necessarily for sale, but more just interest.
Fair. Well, when you get back, I mean, I've got to get books for the Robot Man. So I guess when you guys come back, I'll go home and I'll get them for you.
Much obliged.
Cool. Yes. What was your name again? Sorry.
Vi, I think.
Okay.
Bye. Sorry, I won't take up much of your time. I know we've taken up a lot already. We're a bit of a a funny bunch. Basically, I've been told that you're a very knowledgeable individual.
I would like to think so. Yeah.
You definitely seem like well traveled and well versed in the world. You know. And Dunda's told us some pretty cool stories.
Yeah, he does like to do that.
Yeah, particularly after a couple of drinks, he's funny. But I was just curious if you'd seen a couple of things before. Basically, I don't know who I am.
Right.
Yeah. Not just like normal, like I'm not just having like a who am I sort of crisis. Nothing like that. I woke up in the Astral Sea about a week ago. I don't appear to be like old or young. Like I wasn't just born in the Astral Sea. And like I've just been like hunting down clues to find like who I am. And obviously I'm a purple elf with a giant gem in her forehead, which is unusual, yeah?
Yeah.
But I've also got like this really, really weird tattoo on my back. And then like I turn around and like pull my shirt up and show him like the full spread of my tattoo. Have you come across anything like that before? Or like remnants, or does it remind you of? And honestly, I'm just looking for something to go on here.
I don't think I know anything about it. It looks very remnant of a symbol I've seen before.
Yeah,
but I'm not much of an expert on that.
What's the symbol that it reminds you of? It's even if it's nothing, it's something for me.
It looks like a symbol from where I'm from. The gentleman that gave me this would probably be the best person to speak to. And he shows the watch.
The timekeeper.
Yeah, the high priest of the timekeeper. Yeah, or high priest of Ra.
What was his name?
Ada, I believe.
Ada. That's a bit of a wanky name.
All right. Hey, fucking hell. It's not as bad as Zill.
It's true.
That you
I've
guys
also
have
got this
familiar-
little trinket
familiar
thing that I
names.
found on me. Does that anything for that for you? No.
Nah. Look, I could probably get Arda to meet with you at some stage.
That would be lovely. If you could, obviously, you know, I know you've got a lot, and you're already doing a lot for us, considering that you've just met us through Dunder and whatnot, and you're doing all this sort of stuff. So, but well, just if you see anything or hear anything,
Yeah. Well,
please,
like,
please reach out.
you guys are running up a big tab.
I know, that's why I don't want to push it. I just, like I said, Dunder was telling us tales about you, and I don't know, I just thought that maybe you might know something, but I appreciate it all the same.
No worries, I guess.
We're going to go do this job to our best of our ability, and we're going to keep on doing all the stuff that we can for you if you continue to help us. So
Awesome. Well, I guess I'll see you if you return. And he kind of gives like this weird smiley nod.
you take care of yourself, and thank you.
No worries.
Bye!
See ya.
Also, I love your tail. And then I will go.
He kind of like swishes it and he's like, thanks, I guess. Cool. You guys reconvene on the deck of the ship. Anything you guys want to do before you depart?
I'm showing everyone my glove, like I'm walking up to Sol and Harley and just like putting it in their face like a excited kid.
That thing is terrifying. But thank you for showing
Get it
me.
away from me.
Good choice, friend. We will have matching arms.
That's why I got
Do
it.
the weird tendrils remind Venos of anything?
No.
Okay.
Oh, actually, make a history check, I should say.
John, you seem to recognize it.
I'm just going to go up to
That's
Azoth, put my
16.
hands on him, and go, I would take Zilla's advice. Maybe, although shiny, I would be happy to give you some gold to add to your collection to simply not take the glove.
Oh shit, make a persuasion check. Can I call that, Nathan?
Yeah,
Can I get,
I'm more
like-
than happy for you to call that.
Oh, natural 17
What do I
for
have to
a natural 17 for a dirty 20.
What do I roll to go against?
You're a DM, man. You know how persuasion checks roll.
Do you want me to identify it for you?
After
It's
the comment,
Basically, I'm pretty sure it's already been identified already.
But I could see first cursed.
We already know that.
Yeah, we already know that it kills the user if they take it off.
But I know, but like I could see how cursed is cursed.
I'm just gonna like put the glove in front of Vi and be like, okay, check what you want. With a little bit scared after John's comment, but looking for Sol for reassurance.
He's looking at it.
You cast Identify, and it's exactly what I said. So it has 4 charges and regains 1d4 expended charges at dawn. As a reaction, and using 1 charge, you can take, when attacked, the gauntlet manifests a small plane of pure translucent force that flickers and gleams, taking on a shield-like shape that hovers near you for 1 round, granting you a +2 to AC and advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. It, however, gives off a slight twang of a quirk, which is something that these relics have.
Yeah.
This quirk, it absorbs heat around it.
Oh, it absorbs heat.
That's fine for Azoth because he's a fucking ice dragon.
No, he's a cold boy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it's fine for
Yeah,
Azoth. So
but
he's an
like
ice
you
dragon.
need some body heat.
Nah, not really.
No, he
So
doesn't.
That's what I'm there for.
it saps heat from around it. So like it'll sap stuff from you, but potentially people around. Like it's great if there's a fire and you just put the gauntlet out. I was like, but like,
That's almost perfect for our party.
But then how are you going to cuddle me at night?
but I don't know. It just
You don't even care.
it seems really powerful, but there's just something that I can't quite put my finger on that seems a bit off about it. So
I'm gonna go into my money pouch and pull out. I'm not gonna take the pouch out because I want to show him the shiny. So I'm gonna pull out 19 gold and 4 silver and just hold it there in front of him.
Smart to get the shinies up.
Yeah.
Yes,
So you can see the shiny.
Would my presence and age
Give me a
would
shiny.
I have seen any kind of anything like those tendrils before?
Make a history check.
My history
Which
check was
shiny?
16.
Give me shiny. Please give me shiny.
21.
Okay. For the 16, Fenos, no. You've seen things being referred to as relics in your. You were asking about the relics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've seen other mercenaries claiming to have these relics. You've had interactions with merchants claiming to have relics, but you've never really seen one this close before, so you're not sure whether or not it's all relics or what kind of relics have this, like the tendrils. Soul, it does trigger a slight memory you have of the war.
I suppose though, as of if it makes you feel better, we could always just get Charpok to try it. He's gonna die soon anyway.
Yes, I'm gonna die soon, aren't I?
I grab it so close to my chest after Charbox mentioned.
Yeah, but then that way you could see if it makes him die. And then
I
he
will
won't eat your
approach
steaks
Azos and put my left hand on his right shoulder, face to face, and say, "I watched you almost die. I fear more protection may be a better option than some shiny. I can give you 80 gold from my pocket if that's what you want."
I feel bad.
Sorry, you're trying to 80 gold to what? To keep it? Or to,
Keep it.
to
Oh,
put it to... Yeah, right.
My music. He gone again.
This is coming from a place of Soul watching you almost die in front of him.
Yeah, right.
And
They-
him knowing that it's going to protect you more.
With 80 gold.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
buy some cool armor.
Yeah, right. Nate, I promise I won't take over anymore. Can you roll a persuasion check, Ethan?
no,
Sure.
you take as long as you want, man.
No, I don't want to take it.
Please.
Roll things.
18.
Yeah. I'll have the glove close to my chest, keeping it specifically away from Charbok, and then just say,
What? Why are you keeping it away from me?
I'm not
Still
gonna
remember
eat it.
"Remember the steak, you flaky bastard."
Just shoves it on his hand and rips it back off.
I will think on this a little more before we go, but I appreciate everyone's advice. Keep your shinies. This is a shiny for the brain I've got to think about.
Shiny for the brain.
Spoken like a true dragon.
Cool.
I'm gonna go to a corner with my glove.
And put it on.
Maybe.
You want to put it on now? Now's your
You want me to do
chance.
I gotta make the call now.
No,
Yeah,
you
do
don't.
No, you
Nathan's
don't.
just being a
You don't.
dick.
I'm just
Nathan
being a
wants me
dick.
to wear it. That means it's gonna be chaotic.
Anyway, you guys are ushered back onto the Sky Scimitar, this time with a whole host of other crew members, all of various shapes, sizes, and the ship heads off towards Obelisk C-32. You guys will have time on this ship, probably like maybe a day as it travels through wild space. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Hey.
With a level up as well.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I'm super proud of everybody's role play tonight. So you guys
How
earned
exciting.
it. Charpok, however, stays at level 3 because he wasn't here.
Yeah, fuck Sharphawk.
He's already really strong. Get out of here.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
You like
level
min maxed.
Cool.
Is he Gloomstalker? What is he?
No, he's
Giant Slayer.
Colossus Killer. I think.
Colossus
Slayer.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
that?
that's what it is. It's just a subclass.
I haven't seen it before.
Yeah. So everybody levels up to level 4.
Yay!
We
Amazing.
have our first relics of the campaign.
Oh my god, how exciting.
Amazing.
It'd be super interesting to see if he puts it on.
Okay, yeah.
I'm thinking, I want to know what it is. Like I tried googling it and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, it's because it's in my new book.
Oh, that
I'll
makes
show you
sense.
the page.
Inventory, please, Nate.
You can add it yourself, my guy. It's in
No, I tried
D&D
to
Beyond.
search it.
I
Oh.
couldn't-
Search it in
Yeah,
my-
you probably got to allow homebrew on your page.
Oh, okay, I'll do it.
So this is from the Ancient Arcana of the Ancients by Monty Cook, Bruce R. Cordell, and Sean K. Reynolds.
Harry, what are you
How
doing?
exciting.
You're holding a note up to
Front
the
cover.
It's got
Wait.
writing on it. Looks like you're trying to communicate with someone.
Yeah.
Our message.
This is a relic called it's a subcategory of relic called Iron Flesh.
Ooh.
And it takes it's like I said, it takes your hand essentially.
Did I roll for that bread gun thing?
Yeah. So you rolled for the bread. Sam rolled for the gauntlet. And Ethan rolled for the food tube. The next set, I'll get one of you other guys to roll for the next set of relics.
One of you other guys. You
Yeah,
other
well, I mean, like,
Others.
yeah. So look
this
forward
is
to Snapchats or texts from me saying, "Hey, can you roll a D20 and a D100?"
Very
Because that's
scary. At least you
when-
know what's happening now.
Yes, because that's how I will do it. Anyway, so we're gonna finish tonight's stream there. Unless Azoth, you want to say that you put the glove on and then leave it on a cliffhanger.
No, we get the cliffhanger
cliffhanger.
once, Ethan, not you.
Yeah.
Lol. And yeah, I guess.
He knows what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I know you're gonna put it on. It's too good to not put it on. Yeah, and I guess we'll see everybody else next week when
Thanks for hanging
Charpok is
around.
still not here.
Yeah, Charpok will not be here again.
Because he still chooses his girlfriend. Nah. He's going to
Awesome.
be doing a holiday. That's so rude.
Thank you for coming and
I know.
viewing.
Wow.
And,
Thank you, everyone who came and hung out.
We'll
and,
see
thanks.
you in a week.
See you later,
Bye.
Alex.
Bye.
Bye.